So I'm guessing no pussy for Tommy C tonight.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed. You see it now?
Yep. And we're live. All right.
Yeah, we're live.
Alright, you shouldn't say that on live.
I can't say pussy on live.
Kim just talked about it.
And we're live. We're back.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck happened? Long story.
And I just got the notification. Yep, we're back. We're back.
Okay, good.
Good.
We got DDoS.
Tell me it was tried to DDoS us.
Combat, you are one of the funniest people I know. I'm not even kidding. You are one of the funniest people I've ever met. Look at him. I maybe should tell my wife that I have fucking food coming. What happened? You know what happened.
You don't want.
You know what happened.
I'll re-release the stream though. I promise. Tommy boomered up. Yeah, I sure did.
We showed porn live on stream, so we had to take it down.
Sorry. Sorry.
We looked up famous porn stars. The screen accidentally switched.
Cabos' fault. Why would that go? Cabos' fault. Sperm forms through
toilet paper. I don't
penis. Know. That's what it stands for. Hot water. All right, let's do this. Yeah, I fucked this up. Yeah, I might re-release it. Fucking. I really like to release Nerd City.
It was pretty good.
Oh God, he's such a fucking liar. Oh, it makes me mad.
Dogs fighting on cruise ships, Tommy.
You know what I'm noticing with the coronavirus is like people are coming back and checking out the streams, and they have no idea what happened like in the last like year, 2 years. I had a guy in the arcade channel I was doing, and I was about ready to yell it because I thought he was fucking with me. I realized he wasn't, and I think it's just like because people are home now, they're checking their fucking notifications, where they usually just go. And this guy said to me, to the effect, it's like, yeah, remember when Keen kicked you out of Baited? I thought that was just like, you know, somebody's trolling me. And I went in this big thing like, well, I left. I wasn't kicked out. And then I, you know, made fun of him and he goes, oh, yeah, that's right. And he's like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's not a Keem troll.
they don't say sorry.
That's just somebody. He's like, yeah, like he's like, I forgot. And I was like, how the fuck can you be subbed to the arcade? I made it in 2017. You know, like, and how can you like say that? And he's like, I'm just really sorry, man. I apologize. I'm like, wait a minute. The guy's like a legit fan, and he just went away for a while.
Yeah.
You know. And so I was like, whoa. So that's what this fucking virus is doing.
It brings people together.
The internet went down. That's exactly what happened.
Yep, that's what happened.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
You're a whore. You're a whore. Just admit it. You're a whore. You whore yourself out online. You whore yourself out in front of your family and your friends. You're a whore, plain and simple. Just admit that you're a whore and a slut and a harlot. You're a whore.
Amen.
I want that my new fucking thing.
You're a whore.
Yeah, I want that my.
Can this be the new donation sound?
You're a whore.
All right. I'm gonna give this to. Who should I give this to? I'm giving this to.
Who usually does it?
Comrade.
Mm-hmm.
You're a whore. Send me the MP3.
I am a whore.
Send me the MP3. We'll make this happen right now.
Well, okay, fine.
Get to work.
You're a whore.
You're a whore.
You're a whore.
And a harlot. Who says harlot? He's from Texas. Nobody says that.
Do I does it have to be a specific length or it doesn't matter?
You're a whore. I just want to cut. You're a whore.
Okay.
You're a whore.
So now every time someone donates, he or she is gonna be called a whore by iDubbbz.
You're a whore.
That's great, isn't it? Mm. I'm sorry, Alfie McCaulfrey. I do apologize.
Now look at Now look at I am Alex.
I'm Alex is dying of coronavirus because he has blood.
So it was a unknown symptom.
He has a
apparently,
nosebleed.
right?
Took a picture of it. What a piece
It's
of
an unknown
shit.
symptom.
What a piece of shit. What a garbage mess. People dying all over the world. This guy's like, look at me. What a piece of shit.
Oh, I hope someone broke his
so
fucking
low.
nose. That's how it happened.
You want to see a light sleeve? I do not believe. Okay, obviously I can't spell that. That I'm Alex. Block me, motherfucker.
Louis, how do you feel about this? Huh? Okay.
What's his fucking name? Is it
What, my dog?
3X, right? Oh, fuck your dog.
Louis.
Fuck him.
We didn't ask about your dog.
What's his goddamn?
Look good.
I need his real fucking dog. Has.
Check your DMs. That's his answer.
Virus. I think, like when he accuses his friends of rape. This is all a part of the show. You sent it to me?
Yeah, check your
Yeah,
Discord
I had it.
links.
Oh no, just 1X. It really is that? You're sure about that? Oh, it's 2
Did you? Yeah. I'm on his account as we speak.
Okay.
Does he have you blocked? Here we go. Here's a link to his account.
Here. Here's what I'm gonna do right here. I'm gonna put a picture of his bloody nose.
It's 2X's if you're talking about I'm Alex.
I got him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a fucking. He never got Twitter. But he got I don't believe that. That's coronavirus. I think.
He like sent you a link to sort of. I think he blocked you.
He didn't. I don't think he did. Did he? I'll find out.
Go find out.
Peace, bitches. I not believe that IMAX has coronavirus. I think. Oh, this is like when he accuses his friends of rape. It's all part of the show. Peace, bitches. We'll find out. He doesn't follow me anymore. No, he's not blocking.
yeah.
No, he never blocked me.
Okay, that was weird.
I think,
Why the ad
I
show
think
up?
he did. I'm sure he muted me.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
Who cares?
That's fine.
Who cares?
That's fine.
Do you think someone like punched him in the face?
No, I don't think anybody ever punched him in the face.
I wish someone did.
A lot of people do.
I heard Carlos finally found him.
That would have been a one-side. Carlos in good shape. He would have really whipped his fucking ass. I was not
I
necessarily
really
for that
wanted
fight.
that.
I was not necessarily for. I like people to have a fighting chance. I like.
What, you don't give Alex a fighting chance in that?
I don't give fighting. I think Dead Freak could whip his ass. How about that?
Probably.
Dead Freak would whip his fucking monkey ass around the room. Play KSI's new song. Why the fuck not?
Fucking stream is demonetized already. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, the other one is KSI. I could fucking edit the other one.
Oh, Little Pump. Oh, I saw that one.
Rating my best and worst songs. 22 hours ago.
Poppin'. Yes, I poppin'.
His name's Poppin'. Is his new song?
No, it's just click on the video. It's the
Literally
green
just
one.
click on it. Literally
KSI
click on
Poppin'.
yeah.
One
God
day
damn it.
ago.
Yeah.
KSI Little Pump. Really? All right.
Yeah, I'm sure too. Yeah.
All right, fine. I'll get claiming this one.
I already don't like it.
It already sucks. I thought Little Pump quit.
Well, unfortunately,
Oh
no.
no, I'm thinking about Peak. I was gonna say, did he die? But no.
I'm popping, man. Money be dripping like water.
I gotta be
You know,
honest.
you
with
started-
I think
you started playing
I
that
think
in
Little
my-
Pump's stock is going down if he's doing songs with KSI. I'm sorry.
Tapping I want and I get it. I got my money in line with the queen. Roy,
Why is it doing that? Why is it paused?
she making the credit. I gotta spend a lot. 5 figure when I put the trigger when the shopping. If it look good on the neck of the wrist, pop out the black and then carpet.
These niggas hating, I'm popping. Rock out with the Drake while I'm rocking. I signed a deal and then put up a song, and yeah, bitch, I took off like a rocket. I spent 200 on watches. I got the sauce, so they watching. I got 2 glasses to get both color beams. Yeah, bet you know how I'm rocking. AK, Red Dot, HK, Headshot, Kitchen, Crack Rock, Bathtub, Bath Salt. I'm serving up H. Drunk an A to the face. Wait. I'm out by Pink Wraith. Look at my diamonds dancing. Serving up H. Chris Hansen. I'ma go shoot up your mansion. I just asked you to
He said about Chris Hansen, didn't he? He said something about Chris Hansen, did he not?
I'm not too
Yeah,
sure.
I think he's.
I don't know.
I think he's just. What's his name? 6ix9ine. I'm not sure.
I stopped listening about 4 seconds in.
Shut up, then. I don't care, old man. God, you're fucking.
Dancing. Serving up H. Chris Hansen. I'ma go shoot
Oh, and here they can hold on. What?
yeah, Chris Hansen, yeah.
by Pink Wraith. Look at my diamonds dancing. Serving up H. Chris Hansen.
Serving up H. Chris Hansen.
Serving him up.
I'ma go shoot up your mansion. I just asked you to action.
Little Pump sucks. I don't know what sucks more. Let's bring this fucking down a notch. Fucking ridiculous. It's white now.
Stop a nigga out, need boots. Hold you auto on both coops. Order me one.
It's pausing too much. It's making me mad.
Ton soup.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
I think we're reading into this too much.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
All I know
It's
is
just a stupid fucking song.
who's here that's skilled in the arts of talk show? Nobody.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you suck. Clyde, what the fuck is that? Clyde, what do you want? Shut up. Hot
Well, the
Italian.
stream wasn't demonetized before.
Hot Italian girl. How are you?
All good.
Good.
How are you doing?
You have a boyfriend?
No, I don't.
That's too bad. You're lonely in your apartment all alone over there in Milan?
Oh, no. I went back to... Actually, I was pretty lucky. I just got back to my hometown because I got hired to work in Japan. So I actually missed out on the outbreak by a month.
Where are you living now?
Center Italy. I don't want to specify too much.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah.
I don't think you lucked out at all, sweetheart. You're still in Italy, and everywhere you go, people are going to be like, ew!
No, it's fine. I mean, my job is waiting for me. So I basically, once this is done, I'm still hired and I can leave and go there.
When do you
So
think
it's fine.
this is going to be done?
I'm sorry?
When do you think this is going to be done?
I have no clue, but
Neither do I.
I'm still happy I'm here because I can help my parents. They are both
Yeah.
70 years old, so
Oh.
I'd rather go out and do groceries and that stuff and they be home.
Are you in your 40s?
No. They had me when they were pretty old.
Oh, I guess so.
I'm 29.
You're 29.
Yeah.
must
Okay,
have got
then, so
married
if
with
you're single, I'd like to introduce you to Jeff Huffman, who's also
Jeff, what do you have to say to this
he's
girl?
baseball, hockey, and fitness.
Jeff?
Oh, baseball is cool.
Jeff?
Hey, there you
I don't
go.
know about hockey. Never seen it.
It's with the ice.
Guess what? You should watch it. You're missing out.
Jeff
Baseball.
Huffman will never shut up about it.
Baseball. Hold on. This
Vault-
is part of the program.
Well, you could use some sports in your life.
Fuck you. I watch soccer.
He's 5'2". No, there's no fucking way he's gonna be in sports. Hold on, I'm gonna introduce.
I'm 5'2".
Yes, you're not. You're not very tall.
Somewhat. I'm average height. So.
You're average height of a woman.
Yeah, keep
Fuck
taking.
you.
You are. You're not tall at all.
5'7". I'm
You're
5'7".
the average height of an Italian
Tommy.
girl.
Tommy, he's not only 5'2", he is 5'2". There's no only there.
I'm 5'8", you piece of
Oh,
shit.
5'8". Oh, what a monster you are. Oh my god. I mean, Jeff's terrified now. Look out.
Yeah.
It's 5'8".
Honestly,
on me.
Look out,
I
everyone.
have no,
I'm Jeff.
I have no clue what you guys are talking about.
How
We have
tall
a
are you?
metric system.
How tall are you,
so-
sweetie? How tall are you?
Me, I'm 160, but I
Go
don't
look-
know what that
go-
means
go-
in your.
exactly. Go Google it. Go Google it and tell us what it is in inches. This will be funny.
Okay.
This will
I'm
be
done.
really, really funny.
See, this is the high quality content you guys pay for.
Yeah.
It's feet to meters, right?
Yeah. It'd be like 5 foot blank. You know,
Okay.
5 foot what?
6. I'm 5'2".
Oh, you're really
I'm taller.
You're taller. Well, you're tiny.
Yeah,
you're
keep
tiny, girl.
telling
I
yourself
win.
that.
Fuck you.
You're tiny. You're tiny, girl. You're a tiny girl.
Well,
What's it like being so short?
yeah. Yeah. No, it's true. It's fine.
It's all right with me. I like Italian girls. You all cook. You cook great. The only thing is you yell a lot, and you need to shut up and do what you're told. And otherwise, that you're fine.
Right. That'll go well with an Italian woman.
Yeah, no. Well, it depends on the Italian man. Maybe, wouldn't it be great? We should hook Nick Diorio, an Italian American, up with an Italian girl and see how he deals with it. That's a TV show.
That'd be
That's
great.
an experiment.
Italian American
He'll be fine.
with Italian girl. Deal with it. That's the name of the show. Italian American, Italian girl. Deal with it.
He'll probably uncover some fucking pedophile ring while he's doing it too. Just out of nowhere.
No, but he's
Well,
got,
you know, the
the whole
Catholic
point
Church
is to get
is
along
booming,
with a girl.
so he'll be fine.
Are you okay with? Because Nick's a big chubby. Well, he's Italian. Are you okay with that?
I'm not okay with the fact that he's 12.
He's not 12. He's fucking
He's not
22.
12. He pretty much sound like one, but he's
Nick's
not
like-
12.
Nick's 22.
How old is he? He looks like a kid. No, I'm serious. I'm sorry. I don't research you guys. I've no clue how old
He's
is
like
he.
22 years old. What are you talking about?
Sorry.
I wish he was here right now.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
You know what?
I thought he was 17.
We
So
just
sorry.
got Mycroft Holmes just look up the average Italian women, 5'4". You're below the average. You know that?
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay for a girl to be short. It's guys being short. It's the worst. Yeah, that's all right. I don't care. I mean, you can always you can carry you around wherever you go. It's nice, like a suitcase.
No, it's more annoying like when I'm in a crowd because my friends legit lose me. But
yeah, I think it's adorable. I dated an Italian girl. We almost got married actually. We should have got married actually.
what did you do?
I was too irresponsible and not ready for a marriage. That's the truth.
Ah.
Not her fault, my fault, 100%. I love her very much. And she got... And the other reason we broke up is she says, if you ever join the army and go to war, I will break up with you. That's the other problem. And then...
yeah, that checks.
Well, yeah, when I left, she married a fucking guy that was in the army. And had...
that doesn't...
And had a bunch of children with him. But you know where she was from? Spielinga, which is South Italy before the islands. Spielinga, if you know where that area is. Real far south Germany. Or south Italy. But not like Sicilian.
It should be pretty small. I think I heard of it, but
Tiny,
I didn't actually know what's there.
Spielinga. Yeah. I actually, I have a soft spot for the Italians. All right, take care of the show because this guy's supposed to be coming here any minute. I'm gonna get my beer and pizza.
So, do you have any cooking techniques that someone could do at home? Genuinely interested.
Several.
What's the easiest thing a gamer can make at home?
Easiest thing, everything that regards alcohol and one-time gloves, like surgical gloves and that kind of stuff. Because basically what you do is you put one on as soon as you leave the house, and then you keep them in the car. So every time you go out, you put another layer, then you do your shopping, then you throw it away before going back to the car. It's also a good idea to shop, the situation is a little bit different here in Italy because we don't actually have shortage of anything in markets. So there is no rush to go there.
I know where to get my toilet paper.
No clue. But yeah, basically what we do is we go shop once a week, and usually one day before the food runs out. So you leave all of your stuff outside the door because the virus only lasts, I think, in the outside either 24 or 72, but it depends on the surfaces, that kind of stuff. So you leave it outside. That way you are sure that once you bring it in, everything is good. You don't have to worry about the virus being in your food or on top of, the plastic wraps or that kind of stuff. So that's good. What else?
Any recipes that someone could make, you think?
1,000?
The simplest recipe a gamer can make at home.
The simplest recipes, oh God. I don't, because products are a little bit different. So I'm not sure what you guys eat daily. That would be, okay, you know what? The easiest thing in the world, saltimbocca alla romana. So you take chicken breast and you put cheese on top of it. It can be mozzarella, or if you like more salty food, maybe blue cheese or that kind of stuff. And then you roll it, and then you roll over either a piece of bacon or prosciutto, and then you put it in the pan.
That sounds easy enough. Yeah.
It's easy. It's delicious.
Yeah, I think you can figure it out.
Right.
Although
as we speak.
Although Vault, can you can you eat bacon?
No, I'll have to use beef.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
Sam, when I have to use beef.
Fucking religion.
With beef, you can put artichokes inside
Yeah.
and cheese, and then roll it and then pan it.
Interesting.
It's really good.
Well, that's more elaborate than anything I cook. I just basically turn on my fucking grill and just throw a bunch of salmon and chicken on there, and I'm good to go. That's way more
You're missing
elaborate than
out. You're missing out.
Yes.
No, it's a good thing to use time to. I mean, it depends. For some people, food is just nutrition. In Italy, is more kind of a bonding thing. Like it's an act of love to cook for your friends
like
or
it's
for your
art.
family.
Where you are, yeah.
Damn
Yeah,
straight,
but-
damn straight Italian food is art. God, have you ever tasted it? My lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's something, I don't know, it's a cultural thing. Like it's something you're supposed to
Sure.
know how to do. So, yeah.
That's right, Vault, you uncultured swine.
Fuck you.
Yeah, it's just different.
Over here, we just make rice and chicken, or sometimes rice and beef.
Hey, I've been in the States a number of times. Food is delicious.
Well, I'm not from the States.
Yeah, we just kind of
Yeah.
rip everything off and just call it our own. You know.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Jeff Huffman.
What's up?
Baseball.
What? Oh,
Baseball.
yeah, baseball's not going on right now, and I'm not happy about that. And hockey playoffs are supposed to start in like 10 days. I guess I'll just go fuck myself now on that too.
You can check for... Maybe Japanese baseball is still on.
I doubt it.
If I die from coronavirus, just remember this. I unwittingly put the fucking receipt in my mouth because I had 2 things.
Oh no!
Dude,
Why?
come on. What the hell?
He's like, you want this? I was like, yeah, sure. Fuck.
What kind of food? What kind of food did you get?
I only got a wrap, just a regular ass wrap.
Did you?
I
I
already
wipe the ice cream.
Yeah, it's right here. I gotta put that in the freezer. That's for her, but she fell asleep before this, so I didn't even have to fire an ice cream. Baseball.
Baseball.
Where are you now?
What do you think I am? I'm on Mars. What do you think I am? Ugh. Ow.
Who goes there?
Oh, another Italian.
Are we still live?
Yeah, we're still live.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
How would
okay.
you like?
Nick.
Back.
How would you like to date a real Italian girl?
What porn site is she on?
Right here.
What?
Right here.
We
Why
had
don't
an
you show
argument
be a
before. It's
gentleman?
totally, this is like a callback to like 2 hours ago.
No, it's fine, it's fine. I'm kidding. It's alright.
You cook good, right?
What?
Sorry,
Sorry, swallow before you finish.
Yeah,
Before you
yeah. Chew your food.
We have a
Chew your
beautiful girl
food.
here. Slate, tell Nick what he's missing in Europe. Come on. Tell him.
The good thing or the bad things? Because there's plenty of both.
Only a good thing.
The good things, fine wine, fine cheese, fine food.
Mm-hmm.
The bad things, we are dying, we are bored, government sucks. If you want to know what the prospects are for past porn stars, we actually elected one in the parliament in the 70s. And
It's okay. We have a former WWE wrestler as our president right now, so we're good.
maybe they can hook up together.
How much, Nick, be honest, if you brought home a girl from Italy, your parents would bug the fuck out, right?
I don't think so.
Really?
It's really just like it's really not like that over here. I don't know.
Really?
Like I get 20 years ago, maybe like,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
we gotta keep the bloodline going, but like, nowadays, like I don't know.
Let me tell you something.
My last fucking girlfriend was like a mix of like a bunch of different fucking things.
My dude, the Italian girl I dated, her father was so visibly disappointed in me not being Italian. It was just like it was horrible. You're a good person, you know. Irish and Italian, they don't get along. I'm like, yeah, 1910. It's fucking 2001, pal. No.
Oh man.
That's all she ever wanted. That's all he wanted. Was his oldest daughter to marry an Italian guy. That's all he wanted. And then she did. She got rid of me like he wanted. And she married another Irish guy. That was in the fucking Iraq. I mean, it's just the weirdest fucking thing in the world. You just got a different Irish guy. Yeah.
I thought that was the one where she like dated a black guy.
No.
My dog hears your dog barking, and he just came in from the other room.
Yeah, my family likes to just allow the dogs to screech at the top of their fucking lungs. It's such a fun fucking time. I really appreciate it. When is Trump giving me my $1,200 so I can invest it into all these YouTubers fucking cameos so I can make more content with it? I need my money from the government so I can continue making exposed videos.
Yeah.
What,
So
you're
like,
saying you want money for not
do
working?
Do you find like Nick's a little chubby, but he's very smart, very well educated.
Oh, I'm an
and very
intellectual.
funny.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm an intellectual.
Good to know.
He is. Nick is really smart. I don't know if he's an intellectual, but he's really smart. What would
Dude,
you?
I'm literally not into this joke right now because there's so much Nerd City in my mind right now. It's driving me fucking insane. I'm sorry. He like responded to Willie Mack. I'm gonna interject here. He responded to Willie Mack quoting a response that he made to me on January 13th. Hold on. Shut up, dogs! What's it called? He put this response on screen where he said to me that the sexual assault thing was humor. It was a joke. It was hyperbole for a jolt. It did what it did. You're defending Lele Pond's children content now, Galaxy Brain or whatever, and it drives me fucking insane, right? That this tweet was one day after the what do you call a high school girl having sex with their adult male teacher?
That's a lot of money, I guess.
What's the purpose of the what? It's like it's such a contradiction, and it's like separated by 8 hours. It drives me fucking nuts. And he's still using it, and he's so stupid. And we have to just drive the podcast back in that direction. I know that's where we started. This guy is a fucking moron.
No, he's stupid. I don't believe that now. I think he's a liar.
You think he's really smart and he's a lying, disingenuous sack of shit, and that's where we always differ. I always think some people are just dumb, and you always think they're mastermind Plankton from SpongeBob, with their hands fucking going back and forth, looking like a Rabbi Shekel meme. Yeah, that's where you are on this one, Tommy.
Fair enough. You're right. Oh my god, I'm mad at him. You know why I think he's a mastermind?
Why?
Because he started telling everybody else I was. And that was really, really unfair. And then we found out via Blair. Hold on, wait, we
have to stop the fucking stream. Adrian Gale said that I need to stop talking about Nerd City. So now we're going to talk about Nerd City for the next fucking 30 minutes. The entire podcast will now be about Nerd City. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to keep talking about this for the next fucking hour if I fucking have to. So all of you fucking people have to 29 minutes left. Okay? So now Nerd City is just a fucking garbage truck of a fucking content creator. It's one of the worst that there is. I don't know if I can genuinely back this part up because I'm kind of just speaking off the cusp here, saying the worst fucking things I could possibly say to try to make you leave the fucking stream. 28 minutes left, and now
I got you on timer, Nick. Go on, I'll let you know. You fucking asshole! You just ripped off Bill Burr. You fucking ass.
No, I'm just fucking around. That was a fucking stolen bit from Bill Burr. I totally ripped that off of Bill Burr.
Really? Oh my god, look how much bigger these beers are.
And there's Tom over there.
We gotta figure out how to get. You know what I should do? Just download the shit tomorrow and re-upload it.
Oh, by the way, when you go on Twitter and say Nick's really upset with the fans, that's a joke, nerd. That's a joke.
Really? Nerd said you're not upset.
No.
Oh, next thing you said that me and you are fighting again.
I'm responding to that guy who thought I meant that all women who do sex work should never be married or have kids or be allowed to see their families. In which case, actually, most people are saying that sex work is apparently something that's caused by the. But they're trying to human traffic all these people. Apparently, this person thinks that's justified. I don't. I don't think human trafficking is justified ever. I'm actually not pro human trafficking. I know that's a crazy fucking statement to make in 2020. Apparently, that's a sexuality now. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm gonna have to disavow. I'm gonna press D pretty hard there to disavow.
Nick, are you okay? Because I have no context for this conversation, and it sounds fucking weird. I'm worried.
I got in one Twitter chain. I got compared to a far-leaning lefty to Nick Fuentes of the alt-right. So I'm just completely mind-bogglingly all over the place right now. Yeah. And I'm having a lot of fun today on the internet.
How do you like?
I should be editing my video, and I'm sure I'll get 50 messages from commentator Edward. Shout out to the homie. That's like, "Where's your video, Nick? Where's your video?" Because I'm spending all my fucking time on this fucking stream.
So what do you think Italian Americans select? What do you think?
Italian Americans, dude, Tommy, you're the. I started talking to you and I started noticing races around my fucking house that I never noticed before. Before I met you, I didn't realize that all these fucking Irish people were so different from all these fucking Italian people.
They're not.
And I kind of liked it better the way before that. The only race I noticed was.
You know what I know?
When I graduated from high school, we had 3 black kids. In
you know what I noticed?
Like,
you know what I noticed? When I moved away. That's what I noticed. Like I didn't realize like I thought everybody was like. I didn't realize like the culture was that much different, you know. And then you know what it is about you, Nick. And everybody's gonna call me a fucking simp. I miss home so much, and you remind me of it so much. You know, that's this. Everybody's gonna call me a fag. I know when you talk, everything you talk about, everything like from especially hockey, like hockey to your opinions to like what's going on in Long Island. It literally makes me cry sometimes because I miss home so much. You know,
dude, I understand. We have really good bagels. Whatever I want. That's why I am the way that I am, Tommy.
I do. You talk about bagels and pizza, it makes me fucking cry. It does. It does. It makes me cry so much. So, like, to me, to you, you're like, I'm just like you stupid idiot. To me, you were the Italian kid I grew up with, but you're not. You know, it's very weird. So, you know. So I'm sorry I skewed the word for you. You know.
Tommy, one of Pescator's news guys tweeted, "The last 2 nights I dreamt that Nick got shot." Not even a joke. I dreamt that Nick got shot, and I watched him. And then I wrote, "What?" And he goes, "When I was a kid, I dreamt Michael Jackson died, and then he did. So I'm apparently very sorry. Again, this is not a joke." Okay, well, that's fantastic. If anyone else wants to tweet nice things, you can follow me at Nicholas_Diorio on Twitter. I really do appreciate all of the kind words I've been receiving. Very
Proxies wrote, "Homesick, I understand. Simp."
Oh, you like women? What a simp! What do you mean she goes outside with her ankles showing? What a whore! Oh my god!
Dude, I think this quarantine started at the wrong time for you. You need to get out more.
Me?
Holy shit!
I actually got to put this ice cream in this fridge so it looks like I cared. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Oh god. Nick lost it. Nick lost it.
No, I don't think he lost anything. I think this is him at his best. This is him at his best.
I'm in postseason form right now. The Yankees are going to the World Series, Jeff.
Yeah, only to get cheated out by the Astros, who are sitting in the outfield banging trash cans.
Baseball, hockey, baseball, hockey, baseball, hockey.
Can we all agree that sex workers are a good thing?
That's a lot of money, I guess.
No, apparently we can't. If you go on my Twitter account, apparently they're as degenerate as rapists and fucking murderers. That's what people are arguing with me right now. You say you don't support degenerates, but you support porn stars. I go, the degenerates I'm calling out are fucking pedophiles. Yes, I don't put them on the same spectrum. My sincerest apologies. I don't think Leanne Starr is as bad as a fucking rapist. By the way, Leanne stars in my upcoming video on the Anti-Onisions, so you should hit that follow button. It'll make all those really angry people on Twitter really upset.
Oh god.
Also, there is proof that iDubbbz might actually be deleting comments.
Yeah, I saw
Oh
that.
no! What?
Because like a big comment with like 2,000 likes disappeared. Normally, when people say that, it's like, well, you can really check it. You know what I mean? Like you don't know.
You don't know if that went in the tank.
Like when a 2,000 liked comment disappears and everyone starts reposting it, then you have something to talk about.
The crazy thing is, like, if he had come out and like, look, I never was against her sex work. Most of the shit I did was an act. Fucking call me a hypocrite all you want. I love my girlfriend. I don't care if she shows her tits. You know, it's not like she's sucking anybody off. That would have been the end of it. But he made a whole video like going after
Tommy, you know that's no fun.
No, but that's the thing. Yeah, it's no well for me.
Dude, he made his content up and goes, yeah, my girlfriend's a whore, but you know what? I'm fucking her and you're not, and just kept going. I don't think it would have been a big deal. Like that's just like whatever. Okay.
Here's the thing. Here's the
or
thing.
he probably never had to say a word.
He can't do that. She's not that hot. And I don't mean that. Let's be real. No, she's not. It's not like she's fucking. Look, it's not Alinity. You know what I mean? It's not Alinity. It's not Pokemon. You know, like I'm fucking Pokemon. You're not. It's his girlfriend.
All right, but he could have said that. Just
yeah,
because
I suppose.
We don't have to break into a fucking debate over each and every fucking like. I don't think she's the most attractive girl in the world either. He still could have said it and got away with it. He probably we would have been fine.
What if he said nothing at all? And then if he got hit up on a podcast, it's like, look, I've never been against sex work. Most of the stuff that are showing me being against is me doing a gag, a bit, a fucking, is me doing a bit, and that's it. You don't feel like
honestly, I think that's, I don't know. This conversation confuses me because no. See, I was during college. I was a bartender. I got propositioned. By guys, a ton, you get asked to do stuff for money and that kind of stuff. And the thing is, at some point, you start wondering, okay, this guy is asking me to let him lick my feet for $400.
I'll do it. Fuck that.
When you start wondering, why the fuck wouldn't I do it?
That's a really good point, sweetie.
Real fucking talk.
No, you're right.
I'm working 9 hours shift.
Yeah.
Okay, to pay my college, and the only reason why I don't is because I believe in my hearts of hearts. I believe that I got it. That I can go through whatever the fuck I'm going through, the shift, the college, and whatever, because I have a goal. And I think I'm gonna be great, and I believe in myself. I think I'm smart. I can do it. But if I didn't, why wouldn't I?
I don't know. I think I would let. Honestly,
this one just shot right out of right field. I had no idea that was coming.
I gotta be honest with you. Like, if somebody,
am I not making sense?
No, you are, because I gotta be honest with you.
No, it makes
if a guy wanted to lick my feet for fucking $500,000, I'd let him lick my feet. I gotta be perfectly honest with you. I wouldn't even feel bad.
Yes. You're a better person than all of us.
As bad as a rapist, apparently, by Twitter standards.
I'm gonna give you $500, and all you gotta do is sit there.
You might as well call me Dan
and
Schneider.
lick your feet. And my feet are disgusting, by the way. And that's
more money, Tommy. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And honestly, I just Googled iDubbbz's girlfriend. She's pretty fucking hot. So why shouldn't she post pictures around?
No, nobody said that's not the point. Nobody said, not even Nick saying that. The thing is that iDubbbz has gone on about girls or thoughts in the past that would make you think that he's against what she's doing.
My thing is, like, I think you could be, like, okay with sex workers and, like, cool with sex workers and even, like, say, all right, you know what, support sex workers. But preference on dating-wise, you might not you might not want to specifically date somebody who has an OnlyFans account. I think that's a preference you could possibly have with women.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like, I don't want to date a girl with brown hair. Let's just say that. Okay, well, that doesn't mean I think all the brown hair.
Well, you don't like Italians, do you? That's why you won't talk to this poor girl. You don't
I'm fine with brown hair. I use red hair. I am not a fan of redheads. No, I am not.
Really? Are you kidding me?
No.
I I ruined my whole life over a redhead. How dare you?
Well, you know that's exactly why I don't like them. I knew that.
Why do you think these arcades are one-ups and not real ones? That's because I fucking married a redhead. There you go. Yeah. You know.
What about Molly Ringwald?
I don't think there's an issue with like going, oh, sex work is fine, but I probably wouldn't date one. I think that's like a normal statement.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I don't get what's the uproar about it. I mean, if she tried being a streamer or a gamer or whatever she's doing, I have no clue.
She did.
And it's not working out.
You keep adding on to it. It's like, well, iDubbbz bought her a boob job, so she opened an OnlyFans and started selling pictures of them. Like, it just gets like funnier, like little giggles or whatever. But nobody's saying like iDubbbz needs to like lose everything. Nobody's like, oh god, we need to cancel iDubbbz.
Well, Atozy is.
Atozy is. But I'm saying like the vast majority of normal people on the internet are going, that's kind of funny. You called girls whores, now your girlfriend's got an OnlyFans, and she's
fair. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm 100%.
Like, there's nothing wrong with laughing at a situation.
No,
like that.
absolutely, I agree with you. I agree with you.
Because like you have to expect that when that happens. I don't think there's anything wrong.
No,
with
no, there's no argument.
Take it to the next level. All right, like I gotta unsubscribe. Like it's not like he lied to you. Like I don't know.
Yeah. How do you like that sign that fucking Atozy hold up? And future jobs. Like who the fuck does he think he is?
Yeah,
all these people are trying to bleed as much out of it as possible. It's a YouTube drama, nevertheless.
When the
you have to escalate it so you get seen.
Do you know when the Aiden Project things happen? Right, I was really worried about fucking Chubbs, right? Because he was losing his fucking mind, and I knew it was fucking drinking and doing drugs. That was the problem. That's why he went completely insane, right? And I took Chubbs aside and I said, "You have a problem." And you know how liberal I am, right? And I'm a big libertarian. And I'm like, Chubbs, you have a problem. This needs to be fixed. Atozy comes in.
Confused.
No, Atozy comes in and is like, why do you think he has a problem? I don't know. The fact that he's on Drama Alert. The fact that he fucking didn't pay this kid when he promised to. The fact that his fucking careers, he's fucking 2,000 subs in the hole right now. I think that constitutes a problem, Atozy. And now this same guy is lecturing fucking iDubbbz about future fucking jobs. Like, who the fuck is he? I mean, I like Atozy, I do, but that's funny. That's fucking funny.
Can I add something here?
Absolutely, really back.
Yeah, so the whole I was all about the iDubbbz like fucking owning in that video, but when he brings up that being a sex worker is the same as working at McDonald's, I thought that was fucking hilarious. Because it's so dumb. It's the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah.
Well, is being a sex worker...
You are just as embarrassing as a sex worker.
Yeah, you're right. Is being a sex worker the same as hooking?
No, it's being a sex worker.
Yeah, you guys, okay. I almost got you.
What?
I almost got you.
What? Someone in chat goes, he has literally no say. He actually does.
He does have a say.
Hey, I don't support that. Like not even that I don't support. That's a bad word choice. He goes, hey, I don't want to date that, so I won't. That's like his say. Like if he wants to, like no one's saying you can't be a sex worker. None of us here are berating on this fucking platform that sex work should be illegal because it's producing fucking child transport.
You're just calling him a cock. You're just calling him a cock. That's what you're doing. You're calling him a cock.
Yeah, the mature part of
me. We're not
saying
we should take his life away from him.
Yeah, the mature part of me says everyone has their own boundaries in their own relationship, and it's their choice to go about it. Fair enough. Fucking meme part of me says, you fucking cock! Ah!
Really?
That's a perfect example.
Yeah, it probably is. I don't think he's a cock because she showed her tits.
No, but I do like that he made a video about nuts.
If there was,
even though his girlfriend is totally fucking.
I think
he's got none.
If there was a semen on her tits and she fucking took a picture of it, but then I think this would be a different conversation.
Why? Then
Maybe he should go the Adam Feinstein route.
We don't know that. Could be
allegedly his. Nick.
Could be envious. He's really against this kind of shit. How do we know it's his semen? I gotta be honest.
Well,
no,
Tommy, it's not sex work.
Dude,
Tommy,
I mean, I gotta be honest.
It can't possibly be.
All right, you're familiar with the word. Like, you guys are familiar with the Inquirer, right? You right? The Inquirer, the magazine, the tabloid in the States. Okay.
Yeah.
Where I live, the last 50. Where I live, and you have them too in Italy. I know that.
I have the Inquirer.
No, don't worry about the Acquire. I'm talking. Listen to me, and you'll know what I'm talking about. I swear.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You didn't do
I
anything
can't
wrong.
believe your wife says not to do these streams, Tom.
No, she just wants me to get any fatter. That's the problem. She doesn't care if I talk to an Italian girl. Well,
if only there was somebody who knew how to help with that.
Well, anyway,
carry on.
Like the fucking.
Well, anyway, you got to listen to get help. Listen, I fucking forgot what I was going to say. You guys are
you have
real
priority
assholes.
speak. It'll never work.
You're totally assholes. Totally assholes. I totally forgot what I was going to say.
I don't know.
The Inquirer, dude, of course.
And Onision. Yeah, exactly. I think Chris Hansen and Onision should debate on The Reliable Source, hosted by Andy Warski, because it is, in fact, a reliable source. I believe that is definitely the way that should go. I know Geek Thulu makes a very good fucking mediator. That would be good. That'd be a good time. But can we talk about how much we all hate Nerd City? Everyone hates Nerd City.
Yeah, you've gone about 10 minutes without hate fucking.
Yeah, dude, I was literally dying when you were doing that bit, bro. I was laughing so fucking hard.
27 minutes.
It was so fucking good, dude.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Willie Mac Show in the house. I'm gonna do what I
Willie
did to
Mac.
Tom last night, and I'm gonna ask you really hard questions because you've been
Real-talk, your new song is fire, bro.
Thanks, bro.
His new song is amazing.
All
Right?
thanks to you guys. All I'm thinking about is sex worker and McDonald's. I think that would be a good idea.
Dude, if they combine those two things, now we got a whole industry.
Can you imagine that, bro? That's awesome.
I got Idubbbz goes from being called a simp to a fucking billionaire, bro. He's to a straight fucking player, dude.
Yo,
He's doing it wrong.
Willie, someone responded to your tweet about Chamchong saying, I made a video about Chamchong on my old channel and it got me blocked on Twitter, so I'm looking forward to this content cop, man.
Dude, nobody understands fucking jokes, dude. It's depressing. Like, nobody has any understanding.
Neither does Idubbbz. Listen, watch. Idubbbz doesn't understand him either. This is fucking amazing. Like,
dude, it's just so many people. Like my Nerd City video, when I dress as Nerd City and talk like Nerd City, everyone's like, Willie, you aren't being serious right now, are you? It's like, no, you, god damn it, dude. Like,
wait, you're
how
saying
do
you
not
weren't
get it?
serious when you like completely parodied his entire aesthetic?
Yeah, it's
and then changed your voice?
crazy, man.
I don't like this.
I gotta.
Like,
Let me float something by.
so
Let me
depressing.
float something by you guys. This is really awful, and I don't practice this, by the way, because even Clown can back me up. I really try to get in the ground. I talk to the fans. I mean, it's how I pay my bills. Is there a point in time when you're a YouTuber where you have because just what you said, like people are not going to get the joke, that you have to kind of cut yourself off?
Dude, I cut myself off all the time, dude. I read like fucking 5 comments and I'm like,
then why you
"These
bitching?
guys
Then
are
why you
fucking
bitching?
idiots."
Then why you bitching?
Because it's fun.
Oh.
Who doesn't bitch, dude? It's the internet. It's what I do all the time.
Fair
This
enough.
is the greatest thing ever, dude.
Somebody asked me, he goes, Nick, why do you keep going? I go, because it's funny. Because I can. Because I like to. Because he keeps spurging out and it gives me more content.
You know what that sounds like to me, Nick? Why do you keep
I don't
winning?
get paid for this. I do this because it's hilarious.
No, it is hilarious.
I love making fun of all of you.
I've probably sunk more money into the hobby than I've gotten out.
You think you have?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really? I would love to see your money. See, I don't look. I could check your money right now if I wanted to.
I got a fucking $270 check this month. Woo.
But
yeah, Nick this whole time thought he was making money on YouTube. And it was just going to taxes. Tommy's just been taking off.
Well, actually, if we take the Onision money out of it, I got a $179 tech.
See,
So
Nick
all
has
my-
made more
thank
on
you guys
YouTube
so
right
much
there than
for
I
my,
make in a whole fucking year.
Big shout out to my YouTube channel members whose money has gone to Onision this month. I'm sure you'll be resubscribing. Thank you to the big donos. I think who's my biggest dono last month? Let me see. I think Just Destiny was my largest dono. Thank you so much for supporting Onision. I disavow. It's a joke. I gotta say it's a joke, otherwise Nerd City will make a video on it.
Yeah, I mean, Tommy, do you reply? You surely don't reply to every comment made to you. Sometimes you're just like, he's an idiot. I can't reply. Gotta move on.
Here's the thing. Here's what I don't reply to. Okay. If I get a personal message, hey, that never gets a reply. All right. I certainly don't get a reply about.
Is that because hay is for horses?
No, because it's
fucking.
Or like,
I
what's
hate
up?
you, dude.
Hey, how are you? What's the problem? Yeah, I'll never reply to that. Like, it's got to be a question. We have to start a conversation.
What a dick! You hate your fans?
Yes, I hate them terribly.
But I'm saying like comments. Like I made a video.
Comments,
It's literally got like fucking
I
300
won't reply
comments.
to a comment that involves my family. There was a guy. This is really funny. Like, I literally told the whole internet that I had a legitimate meltdown and I regretted it. Okay. There's a hater out there that saw that video and said, Tommy, you need to see a psychiatrist. You're losing it. And then he didn't even bring up the meltdown. He brought up the part where I was being like fucking with a guy. You know, like it was clearly like you're telling people you want to beat their brains in with baseball bats. You really need to go. Like, that was a joke, and that was clearly a fucking joke.
Yeah,
you know?
some people, those people you don't get the time.
But here's the thing: they had the part where I really lost it, and they didn't bring that up at all. You know, like you had me. Like, I lost it. Yeah. I had a legitimate meltdown.
All right, guys, you guys want to start taking shots at various YouTubers as we normally do on these podcasts?
Sure.
I want to know: does anyone think that Jay Aubrey's Twitter opinion is cultivated specifically to get a retweet?
Is Jay Aubrey the guy that made a complete idiot of himself when fucking the Iranian general got smoked in Iraq? Was that?
Yes, he is.
Really. Well, I can firmly say that Jay Aubrey knows absolutely nothing. He doesn't know his asshole from a hole in the ground. In fact, he doesn't know his asshole from a bar of soap. Jesus. And if he did know his asshole, it would have a lot to do with a bar of soap, because that's the only way he can get it through his thick ass fucking when he's getting fucked in the ass. I mean, God. I mean, Jay Aubrey has to be the biggest fucking no talent. And by the way, Onision, Anti-O, suck off.
Very well.
Anti-O, suck off the boot. You know, he has no character. It is beyond question that the police, the FBI, and nobody has anything on Onision. But nothing keeps things going like good old Jay Aubrey. Jay Aubrey, child for life. Dishonest forever. Nerd City fan for immer, mein Freund. For immer.
Fucking no talent. I'm just kidding.
Absolutely no talent.
He makes very good videos. I think
no talent. You know what? No. I can't say that. When he made the video for fucking Lieutenant Cobra, that was the most talented shit that he ever did. How about that? Huh?
Okay, so what I was saying was,
and he's a fucking faggot. I'm not on Twitch. You're a faggot. I'm not on Twitch. Faggot. Like that.
I was just gonna say that I think a lot of his Onision takes are just there for retweets and maybe.
Jay Aubrey, I don't think you make bad videos.
In fact, here's what I'll say. I think that he wishes that Onision raped more young girls so he would have something to talk about. How about that, Jay Aubrey? All the fucking illegal sex you can imagine. Because what else are you gonna bitch about, Jay Aubrey? What are you gonna do? If Onision isn't fucking my girls, who the fuck is gonna know who you are?
Let's talk about Joe Cronin.
Let's
talk about Joe. What do you think about Joe Cronin?
Really crying.
By the way, Tommy, when he wakes up tomorrow, is going to disavow that statement.
I don't know. Dude. Jay Aubrey, you have to be the biggest fraud. The biggest fucking fraud. And by the way, for somebody who cares about Onision so much, you were right in there with the old fucking NCO Just Destiny thing. Why? Because he didn't make the content you liked? Yeah, that was you. Never forget it. You would fucking throw somebody up under the bus that didn't do anything and walk the fuck away had not Nick DiOrio exposed you. Just remember that, Mr. Moral Guy. Mr. Grandstander. Right. Just remember that.
All right. To be fair to Jay Aubrey, but the criticism was coming about his Onision tweets in particular. I just found them kind of cringe. Tommy said a lot of things right there, some of which
Jay Aubrey disagree with. Is a cocksucker.
All right, well, I think that's a good way to. That's a good place to end that discussion.
You know who agrees with me? The the right opinion, and he's always right. He says, and of all people, he says you're a cocksucker.
No. North City,
and the right opinion say you're a cocksucker. How about that?
That's all I know.
I don't think you know that Nerd City thinks Jay Aubrey's a cocksucker. I don't think that's been
Nerd City thinks you're a cocksucker, but it's okay because he's used to that. The only difference is it's the Wall Street Journal. You know, I mean.
Oh no.
Okay, so the Wall Street Journal thinks that Jay Aubrey's a cocksucker. Tommy has taught us a lot today. I think we're just gonna go. We're gonna go on to another subject.
You're a cocksucker.
Not the one that we're on now.
Cocksucker.
What do you guys think about
What is he gonna do? Make a video on me? Oh, wait a minute. No, he'll pawn that off to fucking Lieutenant Cobra. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, cocksucker. All right, there you go. I'm sorry, Nick. You were gonna say something.
Idubs.
Guys, I can't believe Idub's girlfriend's a whore.
Yeah. And Jay Aubrey's.
Dude, what bad shit can we say about PewDiePie? Let's just check everybody off the list.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck that guy.
That dude fucking deleted his Twitter. I have no contact now.
He looks like
Jay Aubrey's a cocksucker.
How dare he cut his hair? Have you seen his haircut? He literally looks like what the Wall Street Journal is saying he was. What the fuck is that?
I say I'm happy for congrats on your new marriage, and then he deletes his Twitter. Okay, real nice. I thought we were friends.
What a fucking asshole,
okay.
Dude, I look at his haircut and I go, what is that? He goes, they gave me the America First.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
I want to talk about McDonald's and whores.
All right.
Basically, the greatest invention ever. That's literally what it should be called.
McDonald's and horse.
Dude,
yeah.
McDonald's thinks that Jay Aubrey's a fucking cocksucker. Jay Aubrey's a fucking cocksucker.
Turn Ronald McDonald into a big pimp. Give him some big
yeah, for real.
I really feel awful.
I thought Ronald McDonald was already a pimp.
You know, I'm such an asshole. Fucking
Tommy, what do you think of Slacker TV's
cocksucker? Cocksucker. I really feel bad. One of the only YouTubers to reach out to me, and this is before I had my meltdown, was fucking Tro. He's like, "Is everything okay, man? I really care. And how's your family?" And I'm just yelling "cocksucker" at the top of my lungs, and I don't care. I'm a terrible person. This has nothing. I love Tro to death. He is one of the few decent people. He makes mistakes. Yeah. We all make mistakes. Tro's decent, but Jay Aubrey is a cocksucker. I'm sorry. Cocksucker.
Oh God, Kim Star's in the waiting to call. I'm kidding.
Well, while we're on this, while we're on this, how do you feel about Kostev? Just going down the list here.
Kostev. That's so many years ago. So many years ago. I think I did a good job.
I know what he's gonna do.
God, I hope he does it. I hope he does it.
I know 100% what he's gonna do.
I'm scared, dude.
Oh gosh. Oh, I know what he's doing.
I 100% know what Nick is doing right now.
What's Nick doing?
Here's your thing. Nick?
What?
Did you do what you were gonna do?
Yeah, I just came back. What happened?
No, never mind. Okay.
Where did Tommy go? What happened?
Nothing,
Wait, Tommy's gone?
No. He's still here.
I am.
I'm so confused. What happened? I was gone for 2 minutes.
Pretty drunk.
You know, dude.
I am Alex.
I've already down 12. You know.
Oh God. Yeah, we can tell.
Reminder,
we can tell.
When Jay Aubrey sees his portion of tomorrow's stream, Tommy is 12 beers deep and has no idea what he just said.
You listen to me, you cocksucker. I'm 12 beers. I can't be responsible for what I just said. You cocksucker. Get those assets over to Lieutenant Cobra, cocksucker. You know.
You know, I think this live stream is a softcore porn about statutory rape.
I'll re-release this.
Oh God, shoeless now braless. Tommy C. Hammered.
Shoeless and now braless. Tommy C. I think it was set up to create this. Oh my God, get Tommy like when he's like shaking a little bit and like zoom in on his. I think it was created to make this visual right here.
Nah, that's nicht Deutsche. Nicht gut. Deutsche.
That was a great video, man.
Texas Americana.
Thanks, bro.
No.
Oh
Cocksucker.
fuck! I'm crying. I'm crying, dude. How about I don't know who the fucking Italian lady is he got in here, but holy shit, I was
All right,
dying.
would you want to
so
go out
hard
with
when
a
you-
half Italian?
I'm still here.
I was fucking crying when you were like, "Hey, dude, $400 to lick my foot. What's up with that, dude?"
You'd be losing.
I'm done.
Listen, you work. Trust me, you work in bars long enough. You pretty much hear everything.
I can confirm.
Here's
that.
my next
Oh,
question.
no, I'm sure
Did
you
you
can, Jeff,
did you
so.
No,
were
that's
you
true.
in, were you in a relationship when that happened though?
It never happened. Like
No,
Oh,
that's
you
not what he's
left
asking.
$400, you dummy.
No. Relax.
No,
First of all,
Imagine that.
English is
No,
your
no,
second.
I
No,
never-
every shot. English.
No, I never took it.
English
I never
is your
took it.
second language.
Why?
Because I thought it was
She has
useless.
standards. She has standards.
Dude,
real talk.
before you said what you said, I was like, I guess I would take it too, and now I'm like, she didn't even take it.
No, I didn't take it because I honestly thought I didn't need it. I mean, it would have need. My point was, it would
All
have
right,
been so much
$600.
cheaper.
Are you taking it now?
Yeah.
I got a career. I'm fine.
Has
What
anybody
about-
seen one of those? It's like
All right,
somebody
$600,
offered me
no
a full bottle-
coronavirus test.
Right. Have you ever seen the memes like somebody offered me $50 for a blowjob and a bottle of wine or something like that, and then they point. It was that guy over there, and you see they're holding the bottle of wine in their hand.
Oh god.
Okay, I got it. No, I've never seen that. But my point is, and I think it still stands that you at some point might find yourself in a point in your career, in your life, whatever, where the other option would be so much easier. You know? For me,
we're
it
not jumping
wasn't.
into
I was
girls.
convinced that I was gonna do what I was gonna do and whatever. But
we're
I
not
mean,
jumping-
I don't find anything weird with the fact that a girl or a man would decide, you know, fuck it, let's do it. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
tripping. I would been convinced that that nigga
We're
was
not
listening
talking
to
about
that.
random shit like that. We're talking about if your girlfriend did it. You're not my girlfriend. You know what I mean? If you're my girlfriend, I think I'd have a problem with that. No matter how much money it was.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like
Yeah, it
Indecent
is true,
Proposal.
bro.
That's what Nick's talking about. Like, if you've seen the film Indecent Proposal, the idea is some really rich guy
No.
says, I'm going to make your life, both you can keep this money, you and him. It's Woody Harrelson. I forget who's in it, else is in it. And I just get to fuck your wife. When I'm done fucking your wife, you're done, but you're set for life. You know, and that's kind of what you're talking about now. If you're my girl, right? No way, dude. Because as soon as you do it and take that money, you're not my girl. You're his girl. You know what I mean?
But then again, you figure it out. You figure it out. You might be better off without each other. I mean, you figure it out, but at some point, a decision
But
has
that's
to
all
be
that,
made.
you know,
That's my point.
Look, I can understand getting broken up with because I'm a fucking loser. All right, I can't. I don't know if some guy comes up. Hey, listen, I'm gonna give fucking you $2 million to bang your fucking girlfriend. I didn't lose there.
There you go.
I didn't
Here you go.
lose there.
Wait, Tommy, can you play the video? I'd send it on Discord. Play it.
Sure, I'd be happy.
No, it's so you talk like my mom, dude.
Who, me?
She's just got that Italian ring to it, where she's like, no, I don't know. You know?
She's the old country. She's from the old country. Bottom line for a blowjob. Funny British humor. Here we go.
Are you from Sicily?
Yeah, she's in Italy right now.
Dude, my grandma's from Sicily, and she used to wear this huge, giant green
I said
ring.
Italy,
and
not
if I
Sicily.
swore she'd hit me with them.
Welcome to the shit show, Vega.
What's up? What happened?
You know,
So you missed Jay Aubrey is a piece of shit, apparently.
All right. Here it is. Hold on. Hang on. Everybody chill.
Hi guys, it's only me. I just want you to be careful when you finish work. I've just come back to the car park. Just here you can see there. And a taxi driver just pulled up in that corner down there. And he waved me over, so I thought he wanted directions or something. So I went to see what he wanted. He had a funny accent. I think he was Eastern European or something. Cheeky bastard. He went and offered me a bottle of wine to give him a blowjob. Honest to God, I was mortified.
You missed it. You fuckers talked over it. Listen.
Cheeky bastard.
You don't talk
He went and
shit.
offered me a bottle.
You're the worst. Shut up. God, let the fucking video play. You are literally the worst offender on this program of talking over the prime parts of the video. And everybody knows it. It's not just me making up shit. I did it. Not only, I stopped it. I pulled it back to let the people listen to it. And you still talked over it.
You're the only one.
Are you ready?
All right, everyone shut up. Just play it, get it over with.
Eastern European or something. Cheeky bastard. He went and offered me a bottle of wine to give him a blowjob. Honest to God, I was mortified. Just down there he parked, just in that last space in the car.
Legend!
I parked there, just in the corner there. Honest to God, so just be on your guard, girls. Do you know what I mean?
Europe is great, dude.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, that's what it is, like a great place.
Yeah, that's why I got to be honest with you. I do not miss the girls with the fucking fathers that miss every fucking dance recital. I identify fucking with European women. I stopped dating fucking American women when I was in America in 2003. I stopped, one, because I was dating fucking my Italian girlfriend. All right, back then. I cannot stand American women and all their fucking problems. And you know what? The European girls, all the fucking American soldier females bitch and moan and constantly because nobody pays any attention to them over here with their fucking problems. Because you get a good
I think you're special the way you are, you American.
Let me tell you something.
You out there?
European girls, by the time they're out of school, they got their own apartment. They got everything fucking going on. And if they don't, they live in their stupid ass fucking village and nobody pays attention to them. All right? Over here, they fucking get their shit together. They got their job. And if you fucking fall in love, look, here's the best thing. Be an American soldier. If you fucking meet a girl, she brings you to
That's
her
a lot
place.
of money, I guess.
Her place. Her place. You wake up and she makes you fucking breakfast. Does that happen in the States?
What?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So American girls, especially American soldier girls, are stuck the motherfuck out of luck. And here's the best part about American girls. They only want to date other Americans. It's the weirdest fucking thing. You figure the European guys would fucking roll. Not German guys. No, they want everything to do it. And German guys don't want shit to do with them because they think they want to be men to begin with. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. European women are the best. And you have no idea, American boys, what you're fucking missing. And here's what you're missing the most, okay? Not being nagged for being a man. Have a nice day. Am I right?
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's nice, right?
That sounds real nice.
There you go.
Well, I don't know what to say. How do you follow that up?
You don't.
European women. No. European women.
I didn't say Italians. I didn't say Germans. I didn't say Danes. European girls, the whole continent, want you to be a man. Whereas American women, they don't know what the fuck they want. I stopped dating American girls in the 90s, if you really think about it.
No, American women.
Fucking 90s again. Jesus.
No, American women. I disagree with that. American women still want you to be a man. That's just like Twitter shit. Twitter people are weird.
Yeah. Good luck.
In real life, if you go to a bar and you're
I agree with that.
That's not. They want men.
How old are you? How old are you?
Too old.
You married? You married? You married?
No.
No, exactly. Because you're pissed off at those American bitches and you want to fuck as many of them as possible. Yeah, let me tell you something. Get over your anger and then come back to me. Come back to me.
Women are bad.
I love women.
I'm here.
I love women
They're
too.
all just like J. Aubrey.
Thank you, Circuitry.
Does anyone want to watch Turkey Tom's The Problem with Christmas and find out what's
Circuitry,
so bad about
big
it?
birthday. Santa Claus, big birthday. Hey, I got to make a big, huge fan. Circuitry just donated $5, and a Santa Claus, who's, dude, he's a huge part of the channel. He's done big things. Both their birthdays today. Thank you so much. I'm gonna send something. I'm gonna send something nice to Santa. Yeah, I'm sorry. American women are the worst.
On Twitter? I mean,
You,
these things
you have this fucking hot European girl in here right now. You don't even know what to fucking say to her. I mean, look. Fucking Lord Vega might, because he's banging Italian girls for the last 10 years when he was over here. You know? But none of you know. None of you know. Other than fucking Vega.
I think I can safely assume that all European women think that Jay Aubrey is a cocksucker.
Yes, that is the one.
I think I can say
No matter where
We
people
can
are
all
from.
agree on it's the fact that Jay Aubrey is a cocksucker.
Yeah, any EU girls looking? What did that say?
One time I noticed the gas prices got larger. I took my fist and I shot it in the air and I went, "Fuck you, Jay Aubrey."
You fucking cocksucker.
You cocksucker, you.
Even Drama Alerts thinks that Jay Aubrey's a cocksucker.
Constant. 40% dislike now. I don't know. We started it. Hey, Keith, come in here. Say hello.
40%. I'm looking on my stream. It says 59-1. Am I wrong? I'm refreshing.
Yeah,
It still
no,
says
Here's what we know. Here's what we figured out.
The iDubbbz.
Drama Alert gets good
Oh,
views.
the iDubbbz.
Yeah, iDubbbz.
That's what he's talking about. Come in and talk about it. Yeah. Keem's like, I figured, because you know he's fucking pissed off about that Keemstar content cop fucking 4 years ago. You know he's remembered, and this is his moment. He knows he blew it. We just went over it. Keem, come on in. You know what? I'm going to let you go off on fucking iDubbbz. I would love to hear it. I love to hear it.
And then after that, we're going to talk about Jay Aubrey.
By the way, Jay Aubrey's a cocksucker.
Oh, fuck.
I love these streams because they make memes for the next like 6 months.
Yeah, it's so good, dude. These streams are so fucking legendary.
Yeah, we fucking had the monkey thing with Doc, and now
is this weird? Like, I really miss Doc. You know, because I love Doc.
My favorite part of Keem's Twitter is that he literally jacked a Bo Black's tweet.
Yes.
And just completely stole it and posted it.
Dude, he does that like every week. It's crazy. It's hilarious.
And then it got equally as cringy when Bo Black goes, "Without me, Drama Alert would come to its knees." Funny. I get it. He's stealing his tweets, but let's not go crazy over here.
Dude, Nick, it was one of those things where when he first stole the tweet, I was like, what the fuck? That's kind of a douche move, but now it's happened so much over the past year. It's fucking hilarious.
Dude, Keem, come in.
dude.
Keem, this is a safe space now. I mean, come in here. I'm dying to hear what you have to say, because I got to be honest with you. You might not be wrong. I mean, really. Come on in. Talk to me. And seriously, when Keem comes in.
Well, Tommy, you talked to Colossus. Does he agree with iDubbbz on that shit?
I didn't talk.
He seems like he's got such a stick up his ass.
I was talking about. I talked to Clown, and I was like, Jay Aubrey is a huge cocksucker, and he didn't say a word.
What the fuck is going on?
Dude,
it's
Lord
just
Vega thinks
poor
that
Jay
Jay
Aubrey
Aubrey is
for
a
no
big
reason.
cocksucker. Even Lord Vega thinks so.
I'll drag me into whatever the fuck y'all got going on right now.
Oh, Keem's coming.
Oh shit! What a shit show. This is gonna be a fucking mess.
No, let him talk.
Yo,
you fuckers. Let him talk.
So I got a couple of things. Like, Bo Black's would never even have a career if it wasn't for me. Literally, his whole channel is based on, in the early days, literally re-uploading my streams, like no editing, like straight up copyright violation. Like, there's no question.
Yeah, I think that's where I got that. You call him an autistic retard stream from that one.
Wait, did you know his second channel lost monetization for reused content?
Oh my god, no, I did not know that. But I mean, so like, here's the thing. Like, I always mess with this kid, and I think it's really fun to steal his content directly, upload it to Twitter, and watch him cry, because he literally cries every single time.
That's
when
true.
it
No,
turns
you're right.
him into it turns him into a hypocrite.
No,
His
yeah.
whole channel was based on stealing my content and re-uploading it. I'm just like, I'm baiting this idiot, right? Like,
Isn't he archiving it though?
Ass, and I'm literally making him talk and making him cry. It's so much fun.
Yeah, you're right. I can't even fucking argue with you when I want to.
To be fair, Willie, I get like the archive thing, but like when you put mid-rolls,
Yeah, he's archiving it.
Yeah, but
Wait,
you
you put
can't put
mid-rolls.
mid-rolls on it. Like when you look up archive as like a fair use discrepancy, they literally say I don't think you can put ads on.
Hey, what's her name?
I guess I didn't know he was making money off it. I
The
guess.
T girl. She
T-clips,
takes my
yeah.
stuff all the time. Well, I'm gonna say all the time, but I mean sometimes. But she doesn't fucking put ads on it. I mean,
And if you ask T-clips, they take it down.
Yeah, she does. She's completely reasonable, you know. All right, you got to be happy about fucking iDubbbz fucking up royally by putting out that video.
Before I go into that, I just want to say one more thing about Betaflex. He recently uploaded a video about the mom's basement drama with 30% of the audio being cut, and he framed the whole video as like in the very beginning. He said Keemstar's had a hard time putting a successful podcast together. He's had multiple podcasts that fell apart. Well, like he implied that the podcasts that I'm on were failures. Like the Bad Kid Cast was a huge success. Bait It was a huge success. Mom's Basement has been a huge success. Right? Like just because it doesn't exist anymore doesn't mean it's a failure. It means it's run its course. Like it's just the way he framed it was so stupid. To imply that a podcast must remain forever in order for it to be seen as successful.
What was the one you did before Baited? There was one I used to watch it. It was the guys they did Overwatch content after you guys left. Was that Triggered?
Oh yeah, Triggered.
Yeah, that was successful too, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I mean, Triggered was the smallest podcast that I was a part of, but what happened was it was a very small podcast, and I came on as a guest, and I just liked those guys, and I was like, you know what, I'll come every week. You know,
it's a good show.
That's kind of how it's
a good show. I like the show. I thought it was great.
I knew Bo Blacks was making that video, and I know, like, for the whole duration of it, it's about how, like, FaZe Banks probably wanted it cut. Here's the funny thing, though. I spent, 3 hours talking to Colossal, so I knew exactly what happened with the podcast. So I told Bo Blacks after he uploaded on purpose, because he said he was making the video, so I told him it was wrong.
Keem, can I ask you a hard question? Can I ask you a hard question? Do you worry?
Real quick, let me just respond. I don't know if Clown's story and my story match, but here's my story. This is what happened. Mike wanted a few parts taken out of it, right? And basically Banks told Mike, like, hey, look, I'll come on the show. And Mike was like, I'll do it, but I just don't want to be defending Jake and Logan the whole time. So I was told, look, don't be bringing up Jake and Logan the whole time. That's only Mike's only request. And what happened was I didn't tell that to Clown. So Clown starts going that direction. And then I naturally start going that direction. And I forget that, that was one of Mike's requests. So Mike kind of left the podcast not so happy. So as a courtesy, me and Banks were both like, look, if there's anything you want cut, we'll do that courtesy for you because we didn't follow what we agreed to do. And so he wanted a little part taken out, but then that little part taken out changed the whole context of the fucking podcast. So then the Spotify editor went and did his own thing, removing 31% of the thing. So it really was no one person's fault. It wasn't Banks. It wasn't me. It wasn't Spotify. It wasn't Mike.
Yeah,
by the way,
it just got lost in translation.
Yeah, by the way, Clown doesn't think it's 100% your fault either. But do you worry? I mean, because, like, David was a situation where, I never felt for a minute, even when we cut stuff, and we did cut stuff, that it wasn't the show we presented. Do you worry in the future when you have other guests on that people might look at it like, well, this is softball and they must have cut stuff because of the mic thing?
Well, I mean, moving forward, like this has caused drama, right? Which is good because
true.
We have.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. We have this drama. Clown is going to vent when we had Mr. Beast on, right? And I guarantee Clown's going to be like, "Don't cut my," like he's going to bring it up. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will. I'm actually sure he will. Yeah. Sure.
We're gonna have more stuff to talk about. It's gonna be easy for us to promote the podcast using this little drama moving forward. But here's one of the key things. All right, Clown really did go at Mike hard, and Clown, in my opinion, won. Now, keep in mind, I'm not biased at all, or I am biased. I'm on Clown's side, so take that as you will. But the edited version still does represent the actual issue we had. It didn't twist the context completely, but Clown, in a few cases, his full sentence was butchered down to like a couple word responses, and that did.
That doesn't say much for Mike though, and I don't even know why he fucking felt that way, because from what I understand, the questions that were asked,
he probably just didn't want to talk about it, and shit got lost in translation.
Here, can I got a question. Is Mom's Basement meant to be a drama hub, or is it meant to be like more laid back of a show? Because when I watched it, was it felt more laid back than baited, and every time it really got heated, it did seem like it cooled down again pretty quickly. Like I think there was one time you guys just cut back and you guys are like, "Yep, that got too heated. We're back."
Yeah,
now.
I see it more like a mainstream thing instead of like YouTube drama shit.
Yeah, if you watch Mom's Basement on YouTube, the first version of it, it was more of a mainstream thing. Let's talk about pop culture. And you know me, I try to bring in drama always because that's what's
what you
interesting, right? And I did in that old show with Shane Dawson, Ninja, all that. But it didn't go that it never went that direction. So with this new audio only version, me and Banks both just said we need clown. Like we need clown. Like otherwise we're going to still be that pop culture thing, which we don't necessarily want to do. We want people to be addicted to this. You know, we don't want people to be super fans.
Are you going to cut him in the future, though? I mean, I agree with you completely. I mean, you got to let him talk. You know, even if
here's the thing. It's a little bit different scenario, right? I cannot say much more than what I'm about to say, but this Spotify deal is a very big deal, all right? This isn't like, oh, we decided to go to Spotify. No, we did a very big deal. And so we did like 6 pilots before the podcast even launched. This thing is being treated like a TV show. Okay. So naturally, with so many suits involved, there are restrictions that we never even had on Bait-It, right? So it does make it challenging, but we have stressed over and over again that we want this to be as authentic as possible. And moving forward, Clown or me or Banks or any of us will say things that literally just cannot go on air.
You're being upright upfront with that. You're not fucking... Because, I mean, that's like
sounds right.
Like, Keem, I'm not fighting with you anymore, but if I was going to fight with you, I would say that you're never going to get the real story. You know, you're basically
I know
saying,
what Tommy's trying to say. Tommy, can I just explain it?
Go ahead.
You're a little...
I'm drunk.
Yeah. Tommy says that one of the bigger issues that happened in the podcast previously is that there was disputes over, well, I want this up. Well, I don't want this up. Well, I do want this up. So now that you're adding like a third party in with these like extra Spotify editors, he's afraid that you're not going to get an actual message in there because, well, there's always risks of podcasts not coming out because maybe Keemstar doesn't like how Keemstar sounds. Or,
No, actually, Nick, my problem is, I guess my issue is, look, I get what Keem's doing, and this is a big deal. And you know what? Keem should be allowed to make as much money as he possibly can, along with Clown and fucking Banks. All right? My issue is, like, you knew you were getting straight shit from Banks. Is there too much money in this podcast already that's from outside that prevents you from getting to the truth, in your opinion?
I think we can get really close to our authentic self, but if someone loses their temper and starts like saying, you know, derogatory things, that is not going to be in the cut.
I would agree with that, but let's make this clear. Did Clown lose his temper?
If Alex breaks through the door and Keem starts screaming about it, we're going to have to cut that.
Clown never lost his temper. Let's be clear. I mean, he did not.
Oh, yeah.
No.
If I'm going to be 1,000% honest with you, in one of Mike's defense, all right, he said, Keemstar, you don't have a leg to stand on because of the Alex thing. And I started defending myself, saying, look, you know, this happened 10 years ago, and I don't have,
oh my God,
you know, where have you seen me in the last 10 years, like spouting off the N-word? Like, I'm just not racist, you know? And it was, you know, there's explanation to that. So that whole thing got cut too. And, you know, that's not my call, right? But they don't even want any mention of that, which I have
even
no
a fucking
problem.
explanation?
So nobody that calls you out in the Alex thing, which, by the way, is bullshit. I've never called you out in the Alex thing. As long as we've been warring, I've never brought up Alex
That's usually
once.
just like a...
So if you're talking...
You know,
so we can be our authentic self, but, like, you got to understand, any of these issues that would cause, you know, potentially, like... The podcast being labeled as homophobic or racist or any of these high sensitive things, I know where you're coming from. It cannot be in there. It just can't. There's too much money on the line.
So it's just a commercial filter on it, pretty much.
Pretty much, yes.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah.
Can I skew the discussion a little bit?
Yeah. Let's go talk about it.
I want to know what Keem thinks about Onision right now with this whole Chris Hansen thing.
I've been
dying to hear this since I've been blocked, so I just really want
to know. So as far as I know, because I don't know that much, I've been focusing on my gaming tournaments, which are doing really well, and I'd love to talk about that. But As far as I know, Onision basically is insisting that the interview with Hansen must be live streamed, and that's his main argument. Is that correct?
Yes. That's
Well, he's been making a few. The first one was that, hey, listen, I think you're just pulling money out of this because I don't know if you know, Chris did like a scam with nano vapor bioware or whatever the fuck it's called that was like claiming to have something that can destroy the coronavirus for 70 to 90 days. And the website's just been, it's like a fucking disaster, right? So Chris is being labeled as someone who will do anything for money. I mean, he's promoted OnlyFans accounts on Cameo. This guy's really trying to reach here a little bit. So he goes, well, you're making money off of all these victims. You're claiming that I make money off of all these victims. Why don't we do this for no donations or come on my stream? So Chris Hansen at first says, no, I'm not turning donations off. And then he gets obviously a load of shit from everybody who thinks he's a hack. And then he goes, all right, fine, I will shut donations off. So Onision's like, all right, I'll come on the podcast. And then he gets a fucking email from Mike Morris, the fucking lawyer, who's like involved in his own fucking legal matters. He goes, all right, we're gonna do this pre-recorded. We're not gonna do it live. And now it's just starting.
And then
Onision's
like, fuck you.
Chris Hansen, why are you running away? You're the guy who like went to Onision's house.
Look, I have to say this. My stipulations and my deal that I made with Onision behind the scenes was that whatever we recorded had to be on there. All right. Like even the ending, like when I turn the recording off, I mean, you hear that my Onision interview until I turn the actual audio off, because that is the deal I made with him. And so when I started uploading it in parts, I mean, Onision started freaking out. He's like, come on.
There was no jump cuts. I would have pointed out, there was 0 jump cuts in what I saw. Unless it happened in part 4. It's the only part
I literally could not. I could not. I took it apart, even though we had the deal, and I tried to do jump cuts just to see if it was more entertaining. Because what I was going to do is reach out to him and show him the edited version and see if I could get approval.
Yeah.
But it just, at the end of the day, did not make sense. It was like, okay, look, this man has been taken out of context so many times. Like I can't edit what this interview is. It has to be the full thing. So look, with me saying that, I think it's only fair that Onision is demanding a live stream, because that can't be edited. You know,
I agree with you.
You don't want Chris Hansen going in there and muddying up the waters at all. You know, like I don't know why Chris Hansen is treated like.
Let me ask you something, Keem. I feel like he's old media, we're new media, and he doesn't know what to do. So he went back on what he knew. Oh, let's do an offline interview, and I'll edit it the way I see fit. That's something that would happen in the 90s or the 2000s. That doesn't fly anymore. I remember you telling me you were trying to get Milo on Drama Alert, and then you dealt with Breitbart Media, and they were like, they wanted all sorts of stupid demands. I think that's the world that Chris Hansen's in. Like, no, on YouTube, you go live or you go home, period. And that's the feeling I get.
When you have Onision enter any sort of location to like have his story heard, people want to have control over it for some reason. That's what I've been noticing. Keem came out and he said something along the lines of Onision needs a platform. All these people are against Onision, and their response was, well, he has a platform. Yeah, his channel's not doing so well right now. Odds are it hasn't found its way into the algorithm in a while. And just giving him one platform that's not hosted by one of you guys isn't really that big of a deal when there is such a huge stereotype about how crazy the anti-O's are. I don't know. This just seems like the 2020 version of H3 going, Leafy shouldn't have a platform to defend himself.
Well, what I did is I went to the main leaders opposing, Onision, and I gathered the most important points. Like, what are the things that really hold Onision down? And when I interviewed him, all right, I asked him those questions. I asked him those tough questions. And the problem is Onision has defended himself very well. Onision's main point is this: how could I be called a groomer if I never flirted with this girl until she was above the age of 18? That I never did anything with her that would suggest I want to be sexual until I'm 18. And the response was, yeah, but he treated her like crap to manipulate her. I'm sorry, but that's nothing. You're talking about a nothing burger.
It's nothing burger.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Yeah.
The problem is so many of these channels, and I genuinely think this, so many of these channels have like their entire financial status intertwined into hating Onision. And I think like seeing people like King Annie after the Alex Slajda situation, like she still hasn't mentioned anything about the false rape allegations. I think these people have been in here for like 10 plus years, and some of these guys would have their entire livelihoods ruined.
Here's a perfect example.
Okay.
Here's a perfect
That's a lot of
example,
money,
right?
I guess,
people
for a person
people
of
look
color.
at Tro. They look at Tro like he's a very respectable guy. You know, they look at him almost like a mini Colossal. Like he's a very respectable guy. He can do no wrong. He's very honorable, etc. But the thing is Tro has blown up with Onision. Millions and millions of views on these videos, right? So when he gets to my interview, he doesn't even remotely attempt to look at it in a fair way. He says it's a horrible interview. He didn't. Why? Because Onision defended himself? Because Onision had the same story as when he defended himself. I gotta stick up for. Was he supposed to change his story? You want Onision to change his story? It's a bad interview because you didn't get him on anything. Because you didn't get content to make another video. Like,
well, actually, that's not true because people were saying, "Oh my God, he lied so many times," and I'm like, "That's fucking content." How dare a commentator say, "Oh, he lied. That's a bad interview." Motherfucker, make that video. Take those. If he said something that was a lie, put the fucking context there and make him look like a liar.
Now, I have not seen every single response to the interview that I did with Onision. I haven't seen everyone, but for the ones that I've watched, I haven't saw any legit criticism. The only legit criticism, the legit criticism that I saw was people saying, why didn't you ask Onision about flagging videos? And you're right, I fucked up there. I should have asked that, and it's just one thing that slipped out of my mind. But I haven't heard any legitimate criticism.
Social media.
Most people are upset because Onision didn't say anything stupid that they could use against him.
That's some shit in that.
Yeah, that's right. I
actually, there's a part of a Tro video. I mean, you know, the last guy.
Tommy, you are way too drunk to be finding this.
No,
in the middle
I
of an hour
have
and
to find this
37-minute video.
because I have to find this.
But if you pop another porn on the fucking screen, I swear to God.
Probably like fuck JR. No, I'm kidding.
No, but here's the thing. There's a part in, and I love Tro. I do, and I don't think he's a bad guy. But there's a part where he takes Keem out of context. And he basically, Keem says, where is the, it's a podcast. Where is the video of Onision making out with the underage girl? Right? And yeah, that's a good question. And then Tro goes on to say, yeah, there's all this evidence of him being a bad guy. But he never addresses what Keem said. There's no evidence of this guy doing anything illegal. And I kind of wanted Keem to listen to it and see how he addressed it. Because
all right, well, while you find it, I think Keem did. You said something about the right opinion, right? He was biased. I do think he put John Swan's entire segment in there on how Onision probably won't go to jail. I think that's kind of
that might be a new one. That might be a new one that I didn't see. Because I was looking at the older videos, like any new stuff on Onision, I really haven't been paying attention to. I just got too much other stuff going on.
You were a big part. This is a 1.2 million hit video, and they talked to you like you were fucking. You didn't give a shit. I mean, it's really. I mean, I don't care if you get fucking exposed. I gotta be honest with you, Danny. But this is fucked up. You know?
Tommy, go to 118. 59.
I'm trying to have an intelligent discussion.
118.
Here, I got it. I found it. I found it. And Keem can listen to it. All right, here we go. Listen.
Honestly, in this argument is that I still don't know what claims they're responding to generally when they say that.
Where is the proof? There's shit that obviously makes Onision look bad, treating people horrible. But where is the I mean, a picture or something of Onision making out with one of these girls when they're underage. Like, where is the proof?
I mean, it's more.
Keemstar obviously clarifies here, for example, that it's underage making out. But for me, that was such a small proportion of the allegations with so much more to consider.
Yeah,
if you have proof that Greg's manipulative to the point of false suicide threats, then there's proof. If you want proof that Greg is...
Hey, remember, this is me sticking up for Keemstar. Watch this shit.
used his platform to publicly shame and abuse people, then there's proof. If you want proof that Greg hid a minor from the public eye and their own parents to then marry them, then there's proof. If you want proof that after continuously reaching out to a person who is clearly not interested in them, Greg publicly stated on a video, still up on his channel, that he intended to wait until they were 18 to get with them, then there's proof. That Greg is abusing the content ID system to copyright claim critical videos of him, something that I thought everyone cared about.
Hold on, time out. Tro, go fuck yourself, all right? Literally, just go fuck your stupid self. I hope you hear this segment, right? Like, look, I understand that you were appealing to an audience that hates Onision, that would agree with you like 100%. But let's talk man to man, motherfucker. You're a fucking idiot. What did you just say right there? Where's the fucking proof? If you want to talk about proof and you just talk in circles, right? Like we're talking about a mental midget, right? That is some fucking dumb ass shit, bro. You get no respect for that stupid little fucking stunt you just pulled.
Here's the thing. I know you're pissed.
There's no proof. You better show actual fucking proof.
I know you're pissed. I know what he's trying. Look. I got to stick up for him a little bit, but
Tommy, I can't even defend that. That's literally
no. But I'm gonna try. Look.
I hope you hear me right now, Tro. You lose, and it doesn't matter how many views, and it doesn't matter how many likes. You lose, and everyone that is a fucking adult that doesn't have a bias going into this situation knows you fucking lost, and that better hurt your little fucking psyche. Because if it doesn't, then you're gonna keep going down this path, and eventually, if there's gonna be a fucking video on you showing how fucking irresponsible and fucking bad you are at this. It took me fucking years to call that motherfucker Alex out on the shit that he did, but eventually we got the fucker, and I'm not talking about Alex back in the fucking I'm talking about that skinny little British fucker. You're going down the same fucking path, motherfucker. Mark my words, your day is fucking coming, you idiot.
First of all, relax.
He has coronavirus.
Look.
Oh yeah, Alex has coronavirus.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
He has coronavirus.
He made a huge. He makes a huge mistake here.
Yeah, wait, Keem, he says he has all the symptoms except the fever, so he has a cold.
He has bloody nose. There you go.
Yeah, he posted bloody nose pictures.
He has
What a
bloody
fucking
nose.
victim.
Yeah, look at that. Bloody nose. All right, I'm gonna stick on patrol a little bit. All right, I think it's really unfair with the position he put Keem in, because Keem's talking about actual evidence that would put him in jail.
But that's what everyone does.
And then Tro talks about actual evidence that would get him in trouble with the YouTube fans. Clearly, they're two different things.
Because it's moral versus legal in every fucking qualm. Everybody keeps getting them intertwined for some reason.
Yeah.
Like Keem says, where is the illegal shit? And someone responds back with the wetlands. Like, yes, the wetlands stuff was illegal. Yes, that was illegal. We're talking about sexual assault here, you fucking morons.
No, you're absolutely right.
Like, what is going on?
Here's another thing. Like, how can you... I mean, how come no one has talked about Repsion and his current girlfriend and like how old they were when they started dating?
I'll give you an answer to this. I defend it because because she was old enough when they fucking started dating. So I think that's the end of that. That's
well, you know, how old?
How old were they started dating? She was 18, correct? Am I wrong?
Yeah. 18th birthday. Okay, now hey, this is my girlfriend. Like,
but did she live with him? Did she live with him?
Potential grooming?
No, she had to live with him at least to be.
Well, wait a minute. I don't think there was, but I mean, if there's an opportunity where somebody may have had sex, I don't know, half a year into their 18th birthday, and everyone confirms that is 100% grooming. I guess
if she's legal and dated him, I'm not gonna fuck.
No. Hold up. Okay. I'm not saying that Repsion is a pedo. I am not saying that maybe Repsion did even anything wrong. Yeah. What I'm saying is how do you go after Onision for following the law to this extent of hooking up with someone when, you know,
because we don't know he followed the law. I think if Repsion was here, we don't know if Repsion, we don't know if Onision was following the law. All right. And
we don't have any proof. But again, this is proving a negative. We have absolutely no idea if he has broken a law.
No.
So we can't just assume he has broken a law.
No, fair enough.
But I'm saying Repsion is in a very similar situation where his young girlfriend was a fan of his when she was like 12, 14 years old. And then they started dating, you know, publicly
when she was of
18.
age. I mean, Repsion's been on as long as you have. I knew about Repsion before I knew
No,
about
Tommy,
you.
he's not saying Repsion is a pedophile. He's
Yeah.
saying the argument against Sarah really doesn't he's not the guy to
I
be
see what
talking
you
about
mean.
the
No,
Sarah
you're
situation.
right,
If
yeah.
that's all true, I see what he's saying.
Yeah,
Again,
I don't think fucking. I mean, here's the thing, but here's the difference though. Sarah lived with him, and he waited, and I do believe your story. But everything after that, as far as committing a crime, I don't fucking know. I'm not in the FBI.
Where I stand on it is that Onision probably crossed his I's, dotted every crossed his T's, dotted every I, and he probably was fully aware of what laws were at a given time.
I agree.
Maybe he is a complete degenerate, but you're not going to get him on anything illegal.
No.
Here's the thing. Sear, who was good friends with Onision, once said that Onision doesn't have like a moral compass. All he has to know what is right and wrong is the law. So if
he said that on this show, by the way, I just want to make this clear. He said that on Shot from the Point. I just want to go ahead.
Okay, good. Then I've heard it here. But all I'm saying is,
just wanted to let you know.
all I'm saying is, if that is true, then there are good chances that Onision actually didn't break the law.
Yeah. No, that's a good argument.
Kim, do you think Jay Aubrey is a cocksucker?
I don't know who Jay Aubrey is, but I did see you guys talking about him a lot on social medias and then on here when I just tuned in.
You don't know Jay Aubrey?
How dare you, Kim?
He's probably the biggest. He's one of the bigger.
Jay Aubrey,
like 350K. Yeah,
he's one of the biggest cocksuckers we know.
Bad.
Let's talk about the iDubbbz thing, right?
Oh yes, finally, I'm dying to hear this. Go ahead.
Okay, so I see you guys everyone has this opinion that I can't wait to get back at iDubbbz or whatever. That's not true. That is actually really not true. During 2016, the only one that treated me fairly when making an expose video on me was iDubbbz. Like he didn't try to push any false stories. He showed the character Keemstar being the character Keemstar. He didn't fucking lie about me, and it was funny.
He actually stuck up for you in the Leafy video. He actually kind of stuck up for you in a weird way.
I was a fan of iDubbbz before he made the video, and trust me, you can't, being Keemstar and watching that video, you're not going to be a fan of that video. Obviously, you're the one getting clowned on. So I'm not going to go as far as say I love the Keemstar content cop, because I don't like getting fucking dunked on like that.
Sure.
But it didn't make me hate him. It didn't make me want to get revenge. There was a part at the end of the video where he showed a DM conversation between me and him where I was like, dude, why'd you use that Alex clip? And I said sarcastically to him, because I'm known as ruining people's careers at the time, I said sarcastically to him like, oh, dude, you made me want to ruin your career or something like that. And I said laughing out loud at the end, because it was obviously I was being sarcastic. And he presented that at the end of the Keemstar Content Cop as it was a real threat. And it just wasn't. So I think he either personally got that wrong, or he went out of his way to misrepresent, what those DMs were about. Regardless, this whole scenario with him and his girlfriend with an OnlyFans, it's funny to me. It's not like, ooh, I'm getting revenge on him. It's just funny, right? This is a time where people can clown on iDubbbz, and he can get a little bit taste of his own medicine, and the situation is funny. You cannot nobody can say, oh, his girlfriend having an OnlyFans is totally fine and I don't have a fucking problem with it and blah 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 blah. You can say that, but you also have to admit that it's funny. It just is funny.
It's terribly funny. Yep. Listen. iDubbbz is here right now. Hold on.
You're a whore. You're a whore. Just admit it. You're a whore.
And let me say this. I would go as far as to say that iDubbbz's new video isn't just a defense of himself. I would go as far as say that it's a promotion for his girlfriend's OnlyFans. I mean, the direct quote.
Oh, you're fucking evil. You're fucking evil. I didn't even think of that shit.
Dude, this is a dagger, bro.
You are evil.
Let me explain the direct quote. The direct quote is this, okay? It is, I don't care that other guys are jacking off to my girlfriend. I'm sorry, but that is a promotion of his girlfriend's OnlyFans. It is.
I think it's,
Dude, it is not, bro. I
I'm
don't
a
know.
cuck. Let's talk too.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's what I fucking think. Yeah.
Dude, he literally called him Bunty King.
He promoted it. Like, so look, at the end of the day, his girlfriend is, last time I saw, and this was a while ago, she was making $20,000 a month. I'm sure that number has jumped up to $50 or maybe even $100,000 a month. Like,
I wish I made $20,000 a month. Fuck her.
With that much money being made and him, I see it as a promotion. I'm sorry, his video is a promotion of his.
She's making as much money as Philly D's news network.
You know what's even funnier? She's only charging what, $12 a month? That's like 1/3 of what the Onision detractors are charging. Some of the Onision victims have $48.
But Keem, clearly he made that video because he's worried about his own career. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, I gotta be honest with you. If he never made this video, nothing changes. My opinion, if it doesn't change, big deal. He's dating a girl who shows her tits.
Well, we've never seen iDubbbz really take an L, but I think we can all agree that this is an L. You know, like
I will say this: had he not made this video, no L.
I don't think it had to be. I think he probably could have just like went, "Yeah, my girlfriend's a whore. Get the fuck over it." As like a
this is the problem.
Video.
This is the problem with the psyche of always winning, right? Yeah. If you win and win, you know, he might have enough, you know, smarts to know, hey, I have to ignore it. I just have to ignore it. But then he gets to a point where he's like, look, if I make a video on this, right, I could probably turn this around and my fans will be with me, you know?
Yeah.
And you know,
so
Keem,
I'm
you are
sure
the one to ask about that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's what was going through.
You're a whore.
I'm sure that's what was going through his mind when he made this video, because he thought to himself, even though he's against his better judgment, his gut feeling of just be quiet, he thought, you know what? I'm going to talk about this. That way they can't call me a hypocrite, and I'm going to own it. And, you know, then, you know, a bunch of people will follow my girlfriend's OnlyFans, and I'll stop getting hate for it. He really had to have been convinced that if he clowned on some of the extreme people making all these cases of poking fun at him, that, you know, the fans would turn on his side, and that's just not happening. And look, in the next hour, the dislikes are going to be at 50%, and by the end of the day, it's going to be 60%. That's how this thing goes. You know, it's a snowball effect, and it really comes down to this. If I'm going to be 100% honest, right? I have a channel, and you have a channel, Tommy, and many of us have channels where we criticize people and we clown on people. Absolutely. And eventually, our day comes when that mob that we built of people that criticize and judge others turns on ourselves, right? And so, you know, we never thought this would happen to iDubbbz, but it has, and it just goes to show that this happens.
Here's what I'm interested in. How much are you enjoying it? That's what I want to know.
Well, yeah, you're enjoying it too. Everyone's enjoying it, right?
No, I don't think everybody's enjoying it. I think people like you and me.
It's not fun. It's not
amazing, bro.
Yeah. Oh, it's hilarious. Some people,
you know, let's face it, honestly.
And we're all social distancing, so people on Twitter are
Bro, the untouchable is in trouble because his girlfriend that he bought a boob job for is now selling her tits online.
How much?
Fucking hilarious.
Well, he probably told his girlfriend that you have to make the money back somehow, and she's like, with everybody else.
Get to work, bitch.
Well, I believe one of the criticisms about iDubbbz dating her in the first place is that she used to be a booby streamer on Twitch, right? That's what everyone says. I haven't seen any of the footage or anything, but she used to push her boobs up together and go on Twitch just like any of these other girls. And then she started dating iDubbbz, and she seemed to be against that. Like, she seemed to really be against that. And now we're looking at an OnlyFans, right? So it's done a full, complete circle, right?
Well, everyone always really hated her, you know? Like she was always like disliked from the start. This is kind of just probably pent up anger from the community anyway.
I honestly can tell you, I don't feel like I'm getting my revenge or any of that shit. I feel like this is just like anything online that's drama filled and exciting and funny to talk about. It's just another one of those things, you know?
The funniest part to me is nobody even knows her name, and she's like a streamer and all this shit. Everyone just calls her iDubbbz girlfriend. Even the exposed video about her is iDubbbz girlfriend. It's fucking amazing.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, did Tommy just get up again? Tommy just walked out of the room.
He did. Yes, he did.
Leafy, or I think it was Leafy, somebody linked me a channel. There's a channel on YouTube that's dedicated to iDubbbz's girlfriend, just exposing her for being a hypocrite over and over and over again. And one of the top comments that kept getting deleted, which, again, I don't think iDubbbz is deleting comments. I think it's just going to the spam filter. People were copying that comment and reposting it, and I'm going to read it word for word. Just bear with me.
Dude, that thing had 2,000 likes when it went down. I don't know.
Yeah, it was super big.
Yeah. How do you get caught in the spam filter with 2,000 likes on it?
Maybe it did get taken down. I got to scroll up because I put it in a private chat with some other people.
And to be fair, he could have deleted. The guy who made it could have deleted it to make it look like iDubbbz was deleting.
Yeah, this is the comment that allegedly got deleted that people are now copying and reposting on the same video. You've ignored most of the reasons people are upset. The OnlyFans was the cherry on top. I'm not even upset that she's creating an OnlyFans account. I'm upset at what a hypocrite she is. She slut shamed other women before.
Oh, did
she says that she's body positive and all that stuff, but then goes on to make fun of people that are bigger or fat. She's said that she's struggling with an eating disorder, but yet she goes on to make fun with people with eating disorders. She's stolen art from other creators. She openly said that the Holocaust was a beneficial thing. There's probably a lot more others can add on too. What I'm trying to say is you are answering the, oh, I'm fine with her making an OnlyFans account, and you fucking retard insults need to get off her ass. Not her hypocritical actions and personality. Weren't you the content cop that hated hypocrites? Hold her accountable for her actions. If you date a shit person, then go ahead and have an explanation to the people that look up to you, care about you, and support you as to why. Oh, and the fact that she cheated on her ex-boyfriend with you, cheaters will cheat again. Just a little tidbit for you. And then it says below, original commentator, Mickey Stocks, copy and paste. And so I'm seeing this comment over and over again.
Yeah, you know what's really fucked is that's not the comment that I was talking about. There's actually another comment that had 2,000 likes that just basically said what you said in a bulleted list, and then it went like gone too.
Oh no.
Oh, I mean, look, it's a monument. Look, if you look at YouTube drama, right? There's moments in history, Keemstar exposed, Leafy exposed. There's things that are in our psyche that'll never go away, things that we'll never forget, things that, basically rewrite and change the landscape of YouTube forever. And so when you go to school and you learn history, they're talking about all these wars because they had such a big impact on humanity and everything changed. Countries changed, right? This is a similar thing, This is a monumental historian, thing that happened.
Sure.
I can't wait for my kids to see this at a time. Yeah, dude.
We never thought this day would come.
Fucking crying.
I can't wait for YouTuber 101 in the next 45 years. It's gonna pop up
the history of iDubbbz's girlfriend's
The downfall of
OnlyFans.
iDubbbz. What a simp. Chapter 3.
They're gonna play a Toadies video.
Yeah, Keem, quick question. If he comes out and never addresses it, he's fine, right?
I think that, I know firsthand that iDubbbz has told his girlfriend multiple times, don't tweet that. Just tweet it out, put it in your drafts, and then walk around for a couple minutes and see if you still want to post it, right?
Yeah.
So that's what she told me when we were on talking terms. We stopped being on talking terms after iDubbbz spread this. Him and Nerd City, actually, back in the day, spread this rumor that I go to hotel rooms and shit all
I remember that. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Because I'm a big fan of Nerd City.
So me and iDubbbz's girlfriend, we were friends and we talked about a lot of shit. I personally don't have a problem with her. To this day, she's fun to talk to or whatever, but I don't talk to her anymore.
Yeah.
And it's because of that whole iDubbbz situation. I called her pissed off and I was like, look, dude, if you want to clown on me for stuff I do and say, fine, but don't lie, because what happened is when they leaked that with me shitting in hotel rooms and stuff, yeah, it's funny, but a lot of people thought it was real. Like people actually saw that and thought that was a real thing. And I'm like,
Wait,
come
so
on,
you
man.
You don't serial shit in hotels?
No, I don't go into a hotel room.
You don't phantom crab hotel rooms?
Wow, that's so fun.
I'm good.
I
told
lived
you.
my whole life thinking that you ran into like fucking like what are these things? Just shit all over the floors and the walls. This is fun.
This is what my problem with it was. It wasn't framed as a joke. It was like leaked DMs that they showed, like talking about it. So it wasn't framed as a joke. It was framed as like, "Ooh, here's some private information behind."
No,
the
you're
scenes.
right.
And
we hate that same shit
You're 100%
too, bro.
correct. Because when I asked fucking Nerd City about it, he said, "Yeah, I'm fucking with fucking Queen," and I'm like, "This is like a year and a half ago, 2 years." I was like, "Good, thank you." You're right. You're 100% right.
Said, wait, what? Yeah. Wait, say that again. I didn't
No,
hear
because
you.
like I remember I didn't know what the word scat meant. That was the first thing, and so this must have been like 2.5 years ago. I'm like, what are you talking about with these Airbnb? I didn't even know. I haven't used an Airbnb until this past summer. The first time I ever did in my life. So I didn't know what an Airbnb was. I didn't know what the expression for scat meant. So I asked, I think it was Nerd City. Yeah, it couldn't have been iDubbbz. Had to be Nerd City. And he was like, yeah, it's just a joke. He told me it was just a joke.
But that was my biggest problem with it. That's why I called iDubbbz's girlfriend screaming at her. I'm like, put that motherfucker on the line. Like, I want to talk to him. And so he gets on, iDubbbz gets on Skype with me, and he's just making like bird noises and shit, just being an idiot. He wouldn't have a conversation at all, you know, which is, you know, if people find that funny, that's totally fine, you know. But my point was, and the reason why I was so mad is because it wasn't framed as a joke. If it's framed as a joke, fine. If people understand that that's a joke, but they framed it like this is a real thing.
They did frame it like it was a real thing.
Wait,
There's no
so
doubt
you don't
about
like
it. They
Nerd
did.
City kind of shapes context.
It's a softcore porn.
They did frame it like
It's like, yeah, this sounds real familiar.
Here's the thing. Like at the time, I was like, good. I'm glad it's happening to Keem and not me. You know.
I like Nerd City, and I feel like that in some cases you guys have not been fair to him. But
where
I will.
We'll help. We will be fair to him if we haven't.
Let me give you the point that I do agree with you on.
Yeah.
The softcore porn joke did not land as a joke.
It
That's
wasn't
100%
because it wasn't, and he sources.
He's intentionally lying about it. He went on Twitter within a 2-day span, and he's been citing these tweets. One of them where he's like defending it, saying like, "What would you call it then?" And then like the next day, he's like, "Well, it was totally a joke. I didn't mean to say that."
No, it depends on what it was. It's like, here's the thing. He's told Willie Mack show when he pointed out his inconsistency that Willie Mack, you don't understand a joke here. Softcore porn about statutory rape, that's clearly a joke. But in that same bit, he sources a Vice article about pornography. So essentially, he's selling Lately Pond shit as pornography. So if you point it out, he says, hey, I'm joking around. But if you don't know anything about Lately Ponds, he's like, yeah, look what she's doing. She's making pornography for your kids. I mean, it's completely insane.
Lele Pons is crazy, but I love her. I've talked to her a lot behind the scenes, and she's a crazy person. And she is the first one that'll tell you she's crazy, and she's also the first one that'll tell you that like she messes up, like she takes accountability.
Does she make porn?
Behind the scenes.
Does she make porn? I don't think she made porn once.
Definitely does not make porn.
Yeah, I
she
would
doesn't
agree.
do softcore porn, but. Like any one of these online entertainers, right?
Yeah.
Who even have a children audience, right? They're going after horny teenagers. All right. Yeah. They're not like, look, Lele Pons is not going after
9-year-olds
kids. She's
That's
not
the
going
problem
after
with his video. His whole video frames that they're all under 13, and then halfway through the video, he says she's thirst trapping teenagers. So, like, which is it? Is he going? Are these high school fucking things made for 9-year-olds, or are they made for thirst trapping teenagers?
She's making PG-13 content. She's
I
not
would
going
agree.
after elementary kids.
I 100% agree with Keeman. PG-13.
Now, here's the difference. You guys criticized me for Mom's Basement, or one of you did, or someone did, where I was talking about how Jake Paul went after kids. He actually went after kids. I mean, this guy dressed up like Santa and was like telling
I have
people
more of a problem with
to-
J Station. J Station was my. If you want to argue with me, then argue with me about J Station. My issue with you. Here's the thing. I have no doubt in my mind that J Station has a kids audience. The problem is, Game, if we fucking start like he's not the only one, and the problem is, Game, if we fucking throw him to the wolves, we might be throwing ourselves to the road, including Drama Alert down the road.
I disagree.
That's my big problem.
I disagree.
Why?
J Station was putting not just setting bad examples for these kids, right? That was just a small part of the argument. J Station was very close to Ginger Fruitcake. Like, you know how Ginger Fruitcake was trying to basically get all of YouTube shut down and advertisers to leave.
Yeah.
J Station was pushing it to the point where we were gonna be facing a fucking ad apocalypse. And if YouTubers didn't stand up and didn't say to YouTube, hey, this guy needs to be shut down, then the fucking mainstream media would have done it. Right? And
I guess, but that's a what-if situation. Now we have Colossal and Crazy and Nerd City are making a video on him next week. We have a situation where, first of all, we don't know what would have happened, and we do have an idea when you contact the media what's going to happen.
Tommy, I got to cut you off there. We don't know what would happen. Come on, he was literally building the next apocalypse.
You went to the media. You went to the media, not Jay. It's not a situation where we got to match what it is. Match what it is went directly to the media. You went to the media. Nerd City went to the media. That's my problem. And look, if you think that was the right thing for the time, then we can agree to disagree. But my thing is, there's no good that can come from the mainstream. That's my opinion.
Hear me out though. The media was not asking advertisers. They didn't target advertisers. They just targeted the J Station, right?
Yeah.
And so what you saw is YouTubers and the media working together to get rid of a bad actor, which did not cause or threaten an adpocalypse. And that is the type of solution that needs to be
Dude, you have no idea when CNN's going to make an article.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Willie Mack, do a thing on my show.
I have
Willie
a
Mack,
problem with Nerd City.
do a thing on my show right now and why it's geared towards kids. You can do it right off the top of your head, I imagine, right?
I'll tell you what. If the mainstream media started making arguments that advertisers need to take down their ads because of J Station, right? We would have turned on the media.
Yeah, but
just like we did with
none of that worked before, though.
And it's too late. It didn't work before. We've been doing this over and over again with multiple ad.
It worked like 4 apocalypse. It worked with Ginger Fruitcake, guys. You're forgetting the history of what happened there. That guy came out, said YouTube's being bad, right? Advertisers, you need to go, and we all turned on that guy, and we put out the message that YouTube is doing the right thing because they were. And guess what? No adpocalypse happened because of it.
I don't know. No, it did.
We thought it did happen. I remember
it did.
I thought it did happen.
Keem. Yeah. I was making tons of money that month until that happened. And this was not your fault, by the way. It was his. I have never, since then, got more than 3 streams that I produced green monetized in the last 12 months. Since that point.
That's not how I remember it. It didn't affect my
Well, yeah,
channel.
you don't live stream either. It killed live streams. Ask fucking. I know you don't like him, but ask who's the Mexican or the kid from down south. What the fuck's his name?
Who's the Mexican?
Yeah, well, you're a Mexican. You're half a Mexican.
Memology? Is that who you're talking about?
Memology knows the same thing. As soon as I was making tons of fucking dough until that shit happened in February of last year.
Well, that had like a lasting effect on the platform too. I know we were talking about Just Destiny for a while during this situation, and like his main channel, because people were spamming him with "Do you touch kids? Kids? He like lost his whole comment section because of that shit.
Yeah, all these family vloggers too don't have comments enabled because of it, dude.
Well, doesn't one of the autism channels, didn't they lose their comments over this too?
Well, in fairness, it's just Destiny before the Keem.
Look, the stuff that happened to the kids' channels. I mean, that happened after the fact with that whole. I forgot.
Same.
What was it called?
No. There's two
Copa.
things. There's Copa, and then there's that. That hit the fucking channels.
That hit way before Copa.
Yeah, the rules that keep Lieutenant Cobra's channel getting fucked up right now with the fact that he's losing his comments, like they made it so you couldn't have kids in the videos at all, otherwise, and it would start taking that.
Yeah, but that had nothing. That had nothing to do with.
Absolutely did. It absolutely
Ginger Fruitcake. I think that
Ginger
came after.
Fruitcake was talking about the comments on kids' videos. Remember?
No, dude, this happened way before Copa.
Yeah, no, you're wrong, dude. It was the comments on kids' videos pointing to when the children were doing things, and then they started just shutting down comment sections. Look up all the old articles.
I'm pretty upset with you guys for not backing getting J Station out of here because
fuck it.
Look, it's not about censorship. It's about protecting what we've built here. Like,
yeah, well,
if you argued anything other than deplatforming, we probably would have taken your side.
Yeah,
we cannot normalize the ability for Keemstar to go, I want this guy off now. Everyone retweet. Like that's
okay, but a lot of that is over exaggerated. It's not like really about censorship. It's about this guy is going to bring all of us down and cause another apocalypse, right? So you're taking some of the extreme over exaggeration.
I got to be honest with you though. Nick, hang on. More guys like you screaming about the children has hurt us way more than guys like J Station. I mean, who preach to children. I mean, I got to be honest with you. If you cry for the children, you're gonna have a bigger effect. You're gonna have a bigger effect than if you don't.
I believe J Station was literally breaking the rules, right? You know, you can't have videos talking about like, you know, tragedies, right? And have ads on them. Somehow these videos where he's calling dead celebrities at 3 a.m. would have ads on them.
I thought he said they were demonetized, like they were yellow. Like that's what you get when you talk about tragedies.
Not at the time. Yeah. Not at the time. They may have got demonetized down the road, but not at the time. And
you still get ads on demonetized videos. There's not as many.
Here's the thing.
Let me ask you a question. Does J Station lie?
Probably, yeah.
We all know that we all know he's a liar, right?
He told me right to my face he would take the ads off of those videos, and then he didn't. So yeah, he's a liar.
Yeah, he's definitely for sure.
Look, I mean,
can I change the subject here a little bit?
Why?
I understand that there has to be one more thing before we get there.
Yeah.
I have a very important question. If you have somebody that is uploading, like, I don't know, CP directly to YouTube,
yeah, but
right?
that's
would
not
you
the
sit
situation.
there?
Keem, that wasn't CP.
That's not the situation. Of course, we
way
go
too
right to the
hard.
FBI. Keem, I would have fucking drove to your house to get the guy fucking off the web, and that's
But that's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying. So censorship doesn't mean everyone's protected. We can't remove.
No, exactly.
Yeah,
I gotta be honest.
With that. I don't
but
think
I tell you what, Keem, it does mean you have to let some people off the hook. That's what it does mean, and J Station might be one of them.
Because thank you. That's all I'm trying to say.
No, fair enough. Then we can agree to disagree. But I mean, I don't know if J Station was the guy because you got guys like Nerd City that are going to turn this into everybody I don't like's got to go. And I got to be honest with you, there are people that are nervous that you might pull the same trick. You haven't?
I think it's totally fine to have some criticism of Nerd City. But if Nerd City is saying this is a joke, right, and that it's just not landing, then Nerd City needs to focus on his comedy. It's just that simple because it doesn't come across as a joke.
No, of course.
If he defended it on Twitter, I don't think we can. I think I could say it's a bit disingenuous.
And look, you know, if Nerd City happens to see this, when you're DMing iDubbbz about me fucking shitting in Airbnbs, that didn't land as a joke either. I dealt with the consequences firsthand.
For sure.
So, like, I can tell you
Keem, I talked to him when that happened, and we were laughing at you, and there was no fucking consideration for your feelings or anything else. It was just
fun. It's not about my feelings. It's not about my feelings. It just didn't land as a joke. Like, you got to make sure if you're making a joke,
I don't know if you're wrong because I had to check with Nerd City whether it was a joke or not. I was like, what do you know that I don't? Because I'm thinking at the time, this is like 2018. Like Keemstar shits in fucking hotels. I need to know this because I want to talk about it. And when I talked to him about it, it was like, no, he doesn't really do that. It's just a rumor.
Look, dude, the whole criticism of Nerd City is that if you're going to make some big exposed video on someone, you got to make sure you leave the context of their video in. That's like the main point of his shit.
Yeah.
Right? That's all anyone's saying.
Okay.
Yeah, but there to Sakeem, I didn't know the whole fucking thing was a joke until I heard from Nerd
That's
City.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
That's a private call. That was a private call. That was a private call. I wasn't talking to you at the time.
And they weren't roasting me like, ha, 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 like, you know, making fun of a joke. They were roasting me thinking that, like, I legitimately do this. And that's where, like, bro, this is, you're doing slander at this point.
No,
this isn't like,
I'm not arguing with you on this one. Nah.
All right, so why do you think Nerd City makes his videos?
Good question.
What do you mean? What? I think he makes
He's given a bunch of different examples. Do you think it's entertainment?
I think it's entertainment. If it wasn't entertainment, then, you know, you wouldn't have this electric glasses and, you know, you know what I mean? I think
I've seen him say stuff like, we need to self-regulate our platform. I think that's something you've been arguing.
Oh, 100%. And I think you would all agree too. Everyone in here also engages in self-regulation. That's why you make the videos and the content that you do, calling people out.
But I also don't reach out to advertisers, and I don't send them my video and go, you should talk about this. I think that's overstepping a bit of a boundary. But
in
okay,
4
maybe
years.
Because I mean, you were okay with that with the J Station thing. Now,
Nick, I need to say
if
this.
There's proof that if there is proof that Nerd City, you know, is going out of his way to cause an ad pop-ups, and I'm not saying this.
I don't think he is. I don't think he is. I think
he's.
If he's going out of his way and talking to advertisers saying, "Hey, you shouldn't support YouTube anymore, and this is why," then I am on your side. But I don't think Nerd City is doing that. I think you guys are putting a bunch of different, you know, factors together and drawing a conclusion that this might happen. You know?
Okay, but what happens if Nerd City had, I don't know, like, you know, the red phone in the Oval Office that you call up? What if he had access to a YouTube employee after his Jake Paul video, like directly to talk to YouTube?
Yes,
he does have access.
Yeah.
So if he has the access to talk directly to YouTube, and he's saying this is all about self-regulation, what if he's come out and admit that he has pressed YouTube about why Lele Pons' content had received some PG ratings? Do you think this kind of like moves out of the, oh, well, you're for self-regulation, you make YouTube videos? Do you think he's kind of taking this a bit too far?
Well, I can tell you this. I mean, Lele Pons is still doing fine on YouTube, and so is Jake Paul. And Jake Paul recently uploaded a video of him smoking weed and his girlfriend flashing her tits. Like, Nerd City isn't very effective. You know?
If it's self-regulation, he wouldn't have to press YouTube with his exposed video and go do something about this. Then it is self-regulation. It's him. It's not self as in us. It's self as in him.
When I have a campaign like removing J Station off the platform because I feel like he's a threat to everything, right? When I have a campaign like that, yeah, I took my video on Dromler and I sent it to a YouTube employee. You know what I mean? And I don't feel like there's a problem with that. Like, my mission is to get that guy out of here. He's gonna. But
you're not saying you're against regulation. You're saying he's against regulation. You're being upfront about what you're saying. I want this guy off. Fuck him. If I talk to Nerd City, I was like, oh no, I don't really want him off, but I want him to lose everything.
Yeah, he says this shit. He goes, I don't want her off. I just don't think that she should be on the kids tab. She should be on ads.
Well, what's wrong with that? Isn't that a fair point? If that's his position, what's wrong with that?
Because the stuff that he portrayed as adult content isn't. That's why it's not.
And she's not on the YouTube Kids.
And she's never been on the YouTube things. He's a liar. He's a fucking liar.
He goes, YouTube puts her a lot on the trending page. Here's some examples from 2017. Wait, what? What do you mean 2017? That's fucking 3 years ago.
Completely
Why is that your
environment.
primary example?
Completely
a lot of these
different
videos,
environment.
He goes, this is self-regulation. This is self-regulation. Two of his biggest examples were videos that were already taken down. What do you want him to do? Delete them twice?
Let's be fair. Okay, 2017 is much different than 2020.
That's
YouTube,
what he
right?
said. That's what we're saying.
That's what we're saying.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to think it's any
You're
different.
staging these 2017 things like they're now current. Like, this is what she's currently making. Do you know that Lele Pons stopped cursing in her videos like fucking 6 months ago? and noticeably, like all her ads, because she puts all her video ratings on there, right? Like he puts them out all later.
I think the criticism that you guys have put forward on Nerd City will cause him to make a better J Station video. I think
I
that
hope so, and I think Colossal is going to keep him on the right track.
Yeah, I think his content is going to improve, right? But sometimes, like I see Nerd City come on here and defend himself and say, "Well, actually, this," and then you guys move the field goal and you just ignore him when he's right. And
when was that? Can you give me an example?
I don't have an example because this is not something that I've been focusing on a lot.
Here's the thing:
this happened a while.
Can I ask something before I go, real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
I do want to ask him. This isn't about Nerd City or any of that. When we talk about like regulation and moving stuff, at what do you think that at what point is YouTube like there's nowhere else to advertise? There is no other YouTube. Like if YouTube just ignores everybody, all the ads leaving, I mean, won't they have to come back? Like couldn't YouTube do a better job like negotiating this thing than they have now? Because now this demonetization thing is such a fucking pain in the ass.
Here's what he's saying.
Could you reframe the question?
I could let me do it. Let me do it.
No, Tommy, please don't. Let Willie do it.
I totally could. He's been.
No, I don't believe you. Let him do it.
I will.
You kind of like went. So you gave examples.
Yeah, I'm saying like advertiser. Everyone's afraid of another adpocalypse. Do you think YouTube could just hold its ground, and if they leave, know that they'll have to come back? Because there is no other YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yes. That's a very good question. And I felt this way for a long time. If I was running YouTube, right, and Coca-Cola left YouTube, I would go and put out a statement saying that we're banning Coca-Cola for 5 years. Do you think any other company would pull out? I don't think so.
Because it's so fucking silly that we have to worry about that at all. It drives me fucking insane. It's stupid.
I will tell you this right now. All right. Drama Alert still does very well on YouTube, not as well as it used to.
Yeah, now you're on Snapchat.
It's not your fault.
But I upload videos that right now are averaging about 1.1 views, which is not necessarily good for Drama Alert on YouTube. But that same video will get 4 to 5 million views on Snapchat, and the money between those two are so extremely different. Like it's insane. If I did not have Drama Alert on Snapchat right now, I would be hurting because YouTube demonetizes almost every video I upload. And so it's to the point where I call myself a YouTuber and I've been on the platform for 11 years, but I'm really more of a Snapchatter, though that's actually my real employer.
That's sad.
At this point.
Sad.
You gotta move your money around. Yeah, the ad rates on Snapchat are significantly higher.
Yeah, I got like 3.5 million views on my channel. I don't make any fucking money, bro.
Keemstar can't make a living drawing from what he started to begin with. I mean, it's fucking bullshit.
And I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this, okay? I was talking to a YouTuber that pulls like, I don't know, 20, 40,000 views a video.
Yeah.
Who made more money than me 1 month on YouTube. And it was insane. I had like 40 million views.
I believe it.
Views, and this YouTuber just broke 1 million.
No, because on my news channel, like when I was dealing with Chris Hansen, I made serious money for the first time in a long time on the news channel.
When you talk about certain subjects, it seems like CPMs go up. I've noticed that myself. Like any video I do on Susie Lou, for example, that video has a better CPM.
All right. Well, thanks. That was informative. I did wonder about that for a long time.
I think the overwhelming answer to your question.
Here's another thing. Let me say one more thing before you go, Willie Mac. What are you noticing Jake Paul and Logan Paul doing? They're going out of their way to make sure. They're going out of their way to make sure they don't make any money on YouTube because the money they're making isn't even worth it. They're putting copyrighted music in their videos, right? They're doing adult themes. They're going in knowing the video is going to be copyrighted, knowing that the video is going to be demonetized without a care in the world. They're making their money other places, and they're using YouTube as a hub.
Dude, what?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Somebody needs to make a video on that, bro. That is crazy.
Are you doing that now? I mean,
and the whole model is being based off of David Dobrik because David Dobrik is pulling 2.5 million or 250 million views a month, right? And he's making $4,000 a month.
No kidding.
How do you have a $250 million views a month and only making like $2,000 to $4,000 a month? Well, it's easy. Go watch David Dobrik's videos. He is putting mainstream copyrighted music in every single one of his videos, knowing that it's going to be fucking claimed. And guess what? YouTube has a deal with the music industry to promote the music industry. So YouTube is forced then to promote this video because it's being claimed by the music industry.
Dude, I fucking told you guys, bro.
Yeah,
which
right.
means
My most
he is
popular
making
videos are from that.
Can you send me a list of
no
videos?
money. He's making no money, but the result of it is he's getting all the fame, and now the brand deals, which pay more than YouTube in the first place, is what's paying these guys. I mean, you are looking at a fucking major collaboration between YouTubers and the music industry, and then YouTube is forced to promote their videos, putting them on top, even though they're making no money from YouTube. They're making money from those brand deals, and it is a fucking 200 IQ play, and I love what's happening.
So wouldn't it be 200 IQ to fucking put custom music and stuff like that all in your outro, and then after a certain amount of time, fucking flip it out and put like the YouTube audio library shit in there after your video blows up?
Oh, this is how you do it. This is a trade secret, right? So David Dobrik hasn't did this, but he should, right? What you do is you go get on your second YouTube channel, right? And then you file a copyright claim on yourself.
Yeah,
because technically you own the content, you know?
And then you get a percentage of it. Yep, that's absolutely.
That's what he
So
thought.
here's
I don't
the
know
thing.
if this is all exciting or disheartening, bro. This is crazy.
I'm disheartened.
I could honestly play the same game, start putting copyrighted music in my drama alerts on YouTube, and they would get more views. But I want more views on Snapchat. And right now,
Well,
that's
Snapchat's got like
doing
4 times ad rate, right?
I can't say because I'm under a strict
Yeah,
contract, but I will
Yep.
tell you that I am purchasing more property.
Let me ask it. Hey, Keem, let me ask
some
you
more
this.
fucking
Should-
more videos.
Kim, for example, what did people make in 2016, like Leafy in a month?
So in 2016, Leafy's greatest month ever, he made $250,000.
Dude, I'm so fucking pissed. All right, well, that's all I need. Thanks, guys. Take
Yeah,
it easy.
Willie's in suicide mode. He's done. He just quit.
Hey, Keem, are you and Levy like cool again? Are you guys hanging out or?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, Leafy's a little bit of a psychopath, and everyone kind of knows that.
So are you.
But I've gotten multiple genuine apologies for what happened in 2016, and you know, at the end of the day, Leafy likes me, and I like him. You know, like we
And you kind of won
understand each
that one
other.
already. You kind of won that one already, so you don't really.
What about Grade? Has he spoken to you?
I have spoken to Grade since 2016 many times, and we've been in, you know, Skype calls for hours and hours and hours. We're on good terms, but you know, I talk to Grade far less, like maybe once a year if I'm lucky, because Grade is disgusted with YouTube and wants nothing to do with it.
Wow.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well,
Remember
Keem,
season 2, guys? Season 2 is coming.
well, first of all, Keem's answering enough questions. Keem, all the best to you and your new podcast, Mom's Basement. I'm drunk as fuck. I'm sorry. I
Unblock me on
apologize.
fucking Twitter so I don't have to make an alt.
And the last thing that I'm gonna say before I go is that, you know, Mr. Beast has took all the money that he's made on YouTube and reinvested it, like basically into his channel, and he's took a giant risk doing that, and it's paid off. And you know, I was very inspired by that, so I am taking a lot of this new wealth that I'm making, and I'm dumping it into Keem Park, which is a platform for my tournaments, which I think will do really well.
And by the way, I'm all for
we
it. Yeah, I'm all for it. Fucking
Dump it
bring
into a
Wednesday
better
night.
logo.
Fucking, yeah, I'm all for it. I'm
I
loving.
think that's
Wednesday.
perfect. That's exactly what we were going for. And we're actually going to have a brick and mortar, like physical locations all around the United States. Corona has messed that up and slowed it up, but we have made
We'll
a
get there.
giant partnership, and that's coming. So
That's a lot of money, I
Hey,
guess.
Keem,
for
I
a person
appreciate you
of
coming
color.
on. I wish you the best. So fuck this Corona shit. And yeah, I'm looking to watch Wednesday Night Warzone in the future.
Put one of
I
those
think
by
that-
Adventureland in Long Island. It's not far from where I live.
All the
All
best,
right, see you guys.
All right, all the best, man.
Peace.
Take care of yourself. There you go.
Wow.
That was fun.
It was, yeah.
Fuck, I can't believe I'm sticking
That was
up for
fun.
him.
That's pretty fun.
It
Yeah.
pissed me off that I have to stick up for him.
Oh, he's right about some things. I mean, it's not like
No,
that's what comes with the job of not being a complete fucking biased asshole. Is sometimes you have to look at Keeb and go, you know what, he has a point there.
No,
on
he is
some of
right.
these things.
I think that's what got. Here's the thing. That's what got me hooked on him to begin with, and you know, it's weird. Look, here's the thing, Nick. People hate you, but you have never been hated like I have been hated yet, and I hope you never are.
Well, I hope when I start a successful podcast and then I absolutely destroy it myself, and Drummer 828 makes a really good exposed video on it.
You know what I mean, right? You know what I mean. Right?
Yeah, no, I'm just being.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you're just fucking with me, but it's a terrible feeling, you know. No, look, I don't hate Keem. I can't. It's 4 years ago, and I wouldn't have any of you guys in this room right now if it wasn't for him. Let's be completely honest. But here's the thing, like, you know, I'm not a bad dad. I'm not a bad person, and I look out for other people, and I don't do everything for money. That's the truth. That's 100% the truth. And you know, it's not always easy to hear that it's a lie.
Well, you know what, Tommy? I think there's something we can all get behind.
What's that?
The fact that Jay Aubrey is the biggest fucking pussy that I've ever
He
seen
is.
in my
I
entire
hear
fuck
he's a
Jay
cocksucker.
Aubrey.
The biggest cocksucker I've ever met in my life.
I hear he's quite the cocksucker.
I hear he knows how to suck a good cock.
Yeah, that's what I'm told. You know,
That fucking snake oil salesman, Jay Aubrey. No.
Jay Aubrey, I never liked the guy.
Oh, fuck.
He's a fraud. Yeah, absolutely. I love you too, guys. I mean, I'm drunk as fuck, and Nick had to save me like 6-7 times during the last fucking.
Joe Cronin.
Kept fucking interrupting me, Tommy. I'm gonna kill it.
I did a pretty good job.
Yeah, Augie's in the chat like, fuck, I need to find stuff for my show. What do you mean Keem was on here? What happened with Jay Aubrey? It's okay.
Fucking, Augie, come in here. You have status. Come here.
Yeah, you got like 6 hours stream here. You could probably watch it on like 17x speed and you'll figure it all out. Other than that, I have to start editing a video or everyone... Wait. Onision is defending iDubbbz. If you support iDubbbz, you also support Greg.
Oh my God. I gotta piss.
That was a interesting fucking stream.
All right, yeah, I'm done.
Fun.
I'm open to this thing soon.
Yeah.
For all I know, the minute I leave the call, Joe Cronin's gonna come and they're gonna have a
Oh
huge...
God, no! I'm gonna stop to my best, to my fullest. Hey,
I
Augie.
swear to God, I have like no clue what any of you guys are talking about. I just
Yeah,
saw
well, you're gonna have
Jay
to go...
Aubrey.
Jay
Jay Aubrey's a
Aubrey,
cocksucker.
biggest piece of shit in the game,
Biggest
bro.
cocksucker. Biggest cocksucker.
Is this like a meme or?
Yeah, Tommy went on like a drunken rampage and said a bunch of stuff that probably isn't true. Out of nowhere. And it was really funny. And I kept just telling him, I was like, yeah, let's talk about Jay Aubrey's tweets. You know, I think Jay Aubrey's a little bit biased when it comes to the... Jay Aubrey
Oh
is
my
the
God.
biggest fucking degenerate that I've ever seen in my life. He's a fucking... And I was like, whoa.
That's amazing. Wait, so you guys like friends with Keem now or something? Like, what's going on?
No, it's
We're
like the second
BFFs.
race he's had in the last couple months.
See, I'm always confused like how this all works, right? Like
It's
every
almost
time.
like that every fucking opinion we have isn't cultivated off of who we like and dislike. It's almost
No.
like people can come on here
All right,
and we
smart
can
ass.
agree with
Okay.
them sometimes and then
All right,
not
dipshit.
others.
Okay, buddy. No, it's just like every day, like you guys, oh fuck this guy, and then the next day you guys are hanging out on the stream. I'm just a little confused. I don't know.
No, I don't know. Well, fuck him with certain opinions and fuck him when he says stupid shit.
There you go. There you go.
It's almost like when we make videos, we don't actually genuinely hate people.
I don't genuinely hate anyone. I don't know.
You know what I fucking hate?
You know, maybe I'm
Jay
just
fucking Aubrey is
The world, dude, the world's biggest cocksucker. I'm sorry. I just had to say it. I
don't know.
had to say it.
Half the time I talk to Nick or somebody, he's telling me about all these people he just talked to, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why? I don't know.
It's all about Jay. Oh, by the way, if you go on there, you might want to put it on your show. Keem fucking dominates Bo Blacks in there.
I heard that part. That's when I came in here. Before I saw Keem was like
Bo Blacks
talking
in
about
suicide mode in like one of the servers?
Was Bo Blacks in the chat?
No.
Oh,
sadly,
Bo
no.
Blacks basically gave like the Tonka argument times
Nick?
11.
You in the screen share?
What?
Look at Tommy's screen for a minute.
What is Tommy doing?
He's just playing arcades.
Tommy just got up in the
That's
middle
a lot
of
of
our
money, I
conversation
guess.
and just started playing the arcade. Are you fucking kidding me? This fucking guy just got up in the middle of a live stream and just started drunkenly playing the arcade. What is happening? What is this fucking show, dude? I wanted to edit a video today. I'm getting ready to edit it, and he goes,
well, yeah,
"Nick, I
I'm
need
like
you
in the
to come
middle
on
of
my
editing
live show."
now, and I'm just like, wait. Tommy's live for 6 hours. You guys all chatting up with Keem. Like, what the hell is going on? I don't understand.
Everything. Okay, in summary, JR is a cocksucker. That's
I
all,
like to
that's all
think
you
that
need to
Keem
know.
is peeing into a bottle right now. Not Keem, on Tommy.
Wait, what? You
Yeah,
like
no,
to think
Keem
that?
is, Keem is yet to unblock me on Twitter.
You
so
would like
I'm
to think
a
that, not
massive
Nick.
Pussy.
You gonna disavow him?
A massive pussy, bro. He totally didn't unblock me on Twitter. What an asshole.
Tommy?
Yeah, you're just a clout chaser. You talking to all these YouTubers,
Dude, I'm such a
sucking up to them
cloutcaster,
every
bro. Yeah,
damn
dude,
day, dude.
I'm a clout.
Dude, real
caster,
chads
bro.
don't talk to anyone. Real chads sit in their closet, talk to, just sit there by themselves and deliver the news. You know, I don't talk to any YouTubers.
Augie. I got called a alt-right fucking Nick Fuentes sympathizer and a far lefty kook in like the same tweet chain.
Wait, how are you Nick Fuentes sympathizer?
Okay, so someone had like got really upset with me that I said I wouldn't date a sex worker. They're like, "What do you mean? You have a problem with sex work? Sex work? So what do you mean you wouldn't date a fucker? Why wouldn't you date a sex worker?" I'm like,
Yeah, that's degenerate. What's wrong with
I'm
that?
not like in the fucking. I don't think I would do that. It's not something I would want to do. I don't know. I could say I don't like a girl with red hair or whatever. Maybe I don't think all red hair girls should be in a gulag and die. But he like tweeted out that Nick thinks all sex workers should die alone. Or something like that. I'm like, that's not what the fuck I said.
Based?
So I quoted his tweet and I tweeted under it. I go, by the way, like support sex workers. Some of their shit gets stolen and posted all across the internet, and I'm sure they're not making as much money as everyone else was. If that was my YouTube video, I probably wouldn't like that either. Support sex workers to show that I don't fucking hate sex workers. And then somebody goes, you know, you use the word degenerate a lot. I think you should stop doing that.
What is that? Why is that a trigger word for like if you use that word, you're like a racist or something? I don't understand.
No. They're saying I shouldn't use the word degenerate anymore. The word I use for liars, rapists, pedophiles, because apparently
I've
I'm a
seen this happen before.
porn advocate and porn stars are degenerate. So I'm pro degenerate and I should stop using that word because all porn stars are on the same
Well, I
level
get that,
as
right?
rapists,
But, like,
liars and murderers.
There's
That's
been
so
people
fucking
who are
crazy,
like,
dude.
yo, like you're kind of racist. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, you use the word degenerate a lot. Like, wait, what's the correlation? Why does that mean I'm a?
Yeah, but
what?
dude, like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean? Well, if you're like,
If I call somebody a cuck a lot, does that also mean I'm some
how do
alt-righter?
you put
Like,
somebody who made a porn one time or recorded themselves having sex? How do you put them to the same fucking like level you put a pedophile?
I don't know, man.
You could hate sex work. You could be the farthest righty on the fucking block. You could be fucking like it's just no correlation. You can dislike sex workers, but that doesn't make them like the same level as a pedophile or a fucking rapist. I'm sorry. There's no fucking way that makes sense. People are so fucking crazy right now on Twitter. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Jay Aubrey's a cocksucker.
Hey,
I win.
Augie, what do you think of IDubbbz video?
It was embarrassing. I liked the first half of it where he was just laughing at people.
Yeah.
I thought the whole video was like that. It would have been great. But then he tried to do the whole like, oh, you think I'm mad? Well, you guys are mad. He got just real triggered at it.
Yeah,
he started
right.
responding
Yeah,
to
right.
this guy. Yeah, he like it was. here's the deal. I don't even know why this warranted a video in the first place. Everybody already forgot about this by the time it came out.
Girlfriend made him.
Well, yeah, that's all it really was.
so
It was like a
too, yeah.
10-minute like defense piece where he's just simping for a girlfriend or whatever. Why was this necessary?
Oh, by the way, didn't you see the fucking the first comment that he
Pussy.
read? Did you think that
That's why
first
it's
comment was a
necessary.
legitimate thing that he was reading, or do you think that was a guy trolling or just trying to make a viral tweet when he said that you ruined my life, iDubbbz? Do you think like that was obviously a joke he was taking literally?
I think he was. I can't tell, but I feel like he was doing the goof bit as well. Like the video started off as like a goof because like there was like a whole lot of people who were
Yeah,
like,
but, I'm
"Oh,
talking about the
I
first
can't
thing
take
he
iDubbbz
read.
seriously anymore," because now he's like
yeah, but the
a
tweet he
cuck or
picked
something.
was like the tweet he picked was, "Oh my god, he's a simp! He's a simp! I can't believe he's done this! You've ruined my life, iDubbbz! What a fucking dude!" And it was on top of that picture of like the meme face that he made, dude. I don't know. When I look at that, I see that as the guy is trolling. That's just the joke. Like,
Yeah, I
if
suppose
anything,
so. Maybe he
he's
took
on
it literally.
iDubbbz' side, and he took it completely literally. I don't know how you can look at that and go, "That's an actual statement from like a normal human being." It doesn't look like it at all.
Yeah, I don't know. There were people, I legit saw people who were like, unironically like, "Oh, I can never watch an iDubbbz video again." I'm not on that boat. I just think it's funny to goof at him. And after all, this
Most
is the
people
guy.
do. Most
Well,
people
this is
do.
the guy who set up, like, he's like the guy who bullies the bullies. So why can't we bully him back, you know?
Yeah, no. Just nah.
Yeah, I've in some ways I feel like this was "I'm a cuck, let's talk" too.
I hope Rewired Soul has a really good video on it.
Oh fuck no, not again.
Dude, Monday Matt is making a video on iDubbbz.
Oh no!
Yeah.
There's nothing you could say that makes "I like people jacking off to my girlfriend" sound less cucky. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so
it
don't
sounds
make
so
the video.
cucky. Like
Yeah.
again, you could argue
Well,
for him all
if
day long,
anybody
and then
can do it, Monday Matt might be able to fucking.
I'm just saying, like, how do you take? I like girls jacking off to my
Monday
guys
Matt
jacking
needs
off to my
a
girlfriend. Like, make that
Monday
sound less
Matt needs a
fucking
manager
ridiculous.
or something, somebody to like tell him to not, because he keeps
What do you
uploading these
mean?
really
What do you
weird-
mean? Fucking Donald Trump killed everybody in America that's got coronavirus. What the
Dude,
fuck?
Monday and
What
Matt
are you
keeps uploading all
talking
these
about?
really weird videos that are just prime bait to get them reviewed on the kill stream. I don't know, like, does he like getting shit on by the whole internet? Because he's certainly trying.
No, he's arrogant. And here's the thing. I'm gonna do this again. M-U-N-D Matt. Okay. I want everybody to look at this. By the way, you can look at this as well.
All right, Tom.
Oh no, he
this stream's
changed the
been
name
off
of the
like 7
fucking
hours.
video.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to mess.
I really have to work on my video. I was doing this all day, then you're like, "I demand that you come to the stream," and I came. But I do have to
Let's
leave.
talk about the Trump body count.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna talk to you
Have
guys. later.
a nice
Really fun
day,
stream.
Nick. Get the fuck out. Listen, let's watch it together. Fuck it. Augie, you still here?
Yeah, I'm
click
in
on
the thing.
click on me, and let's watch this. Click on me in here.
I'm in.
This is a cardinal sin of EDM right here.
It is.
Shut up.
Kind of lay it out. Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you guys doing? So as I wrap up my afternoon shift, as I come home and I'm thinking about
the
the
Uber
world
Eats.
around me, as I'm thinking about all the crazy things that are happening and all the mixed up nonsense that's going on, there's
I'm going to add to it. Watch me.
one thing I keep going back to, and that is Trump's body count. Now, a lot of you out there are...
It's funny.
Wait,
all the
I want
nonsense.
to know, was this guy pro-Trump in
all the
2016?
Crazy shit. No, he wasn't.
He
in
wasn't?
fairness.
Okay.
No, he wasn't. All the craziness, and I'm gonna talk about all the people Donald Trump just killed.
are going to, and understandably so, disagree with my assessment here. But let me just kind of lay it out before you immediately click that dislike or that unsubscribe. Although
Don't worry, we're gonna watch the shit.
many of you will, and I'm entirely okay with that. In fact, my current goal is to get under 100,000 subs, so the more of you Trump heads I pissed off, I'm more than happy to watch it.
I don't believe that for a fucking minute. Matt, you are not happy since what happened to you in 2018. Actually, yeah, 18.
You go. Just saying. That's where I'm at right now. because I'm not happy with him as a president, and I have no problem expressing that. I've held off my feelings for far too long, and now is not the time for me to.
What do you mean? I literally follow you, you follow me, and you bitch about Trump every day. Every day. Every day.
Ever sit back and not talk about what I want to talk about. So when we talk about Trump's body count, what we are talking about, outside of all of the people who have died in the United States as a result of Trump kind of fumbling his way through this, acting like it's not a big deal in the early stages, back in January, which he did.
Back in January, the World Health Organization said it wasn't transmittable. And at the same time, Donald Trump cut off all travel to China in January. And most of you called him a bigot.
The other day, he came out and he made a claim on Twitter that if you mix two drugs together,
oh my God,
that it can actually act as a treatment to the coronavirus.
That's not true.
Now, there is one doctor out of New York who has been running a test on a sample size of about 200 people in a town of 35,000 that he treats, where this particular combination with zinc is actually also, like, it is showing treatment signs, and that is a good thing, and that should be looked at and monitored.
By the way, as far as anybody knows with the coronavirus, this is before Monday Matt made an idiot of himself. This is well before this was a big deal. Here's the deal. I'm going to tell you right now. I got a letter that was translated from Chinese to Spanish to English. Here was the big fucking deal. Zinc, take it. Take as much of it as you can. All right. Gargle either salt water or vinegar water. You need about, my personal experience, about a 3/4 of a. No, actually, you don't need that. Actually, 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Put it in water, boil it, and that'll be fine. Okay. That's what we've been doing in Germany, and we have not had deaths. You too either, right? You've been pretty good over in your country, correct?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been pretty good over here. So
we're doing a great job.
Tommy, I'm sorry to cut in for a minute. Can you please just close that tab you have in the middle, on the bottom, the dominoes on your screen? Do you see that?
No.
On the bottom left, Domino's Pizza. Next to Monday Man's face, a red arrow, and the YouTube chat. Can you please just close that middle tab? Yeah.
That one.
Yeah. Okay. Good. It's gone now.
Hold on.
You know what's there, right?
Yeah, I do, and I just pulled it up
Yeah.
on the screen, and it only has my email address that's already public. So relax.
All right.
Hey,
Yes.
I don't mean to bounce, but I was only gonna pop in for a second.
Bye.
I gotta do a video.
Bye.
And stuff.
You're good.
But
You're good.
Job is a
take care, Tom.
cocksucker.
Have a good one.
And studied
that's all I need
by
to know.
medical professionals. In this particular situation, Trump, in his narcissistic mindset, came on out and started tweeting and talking about this potential cure or this potential treatment.
Notice how he says potential cure or potential treatment. He didn't ever promote it as a cure. But it really helps your argument when you're stupid. If you say Trump said he had a cure.
Chloroquine, I'm probably going to mispronounce it. And another.
You would think that if you were going to accuse somebody of having a body count, that you would get the drug you were accusing him of killing so many people. Correct. But hey, it's mundane Matt.
Another drug, who's I can't even think of the names on the top of my head.
Is this why my Uber driver is always late?
I'm terrible with those names. But
you're terrible. This is serious. Matt, this is a serious deal. I mean, come on, man.
You're talking about other people. Nobody
the
cares about your
man
politics.
And his wife in Arizona, scared.
You're trying, and one day Matt's gonna scare him.
Understandably scared. Ingested what they believed was this drug, and it killed the husband.
They're fucking morons. Trump's tweet didn't say, hey, take this drug no matter what, and you'll be cured. Because had Trump said that, you would actually have an argument for a change. What he's talking about is apparently there was a couple well over the age of 50 that said they had were showing signs of COVID-19. Trump tweeted a certain chemical, a certain byproduct. I don't fucking know. I think just whatever. It really doesn't matter. And actually, he believed in it, and apparently, some very stupid people that were scared decided to drink it in the form of aquarium cleaner.
Fish tank cleaner, yeah.
Fish tank cleaner. And they died. One of them died. I think the second one died too, because it's from a couple days ago. They're both dead, as far as I know. I don't know how that could possibly be Trump's fault. If, lefties like Matt were making the argument in the 80s that, I don't know, Judas Priest didn't make anybody kill themselves. But if it fits their political agenda, then they did.
And by the way, I sent you the video in your DMs about Trump talking about the fish tank cleaner.
Okay.
If you want to go watch that later.
Sure, I would love to watch that. Because, he...
Called chloroquine. And some people would add to it hydroxychloroquine. So chloroquine or hydroxychloroquine. Now, this is a common malaria drug. It's also a drug used for strong arthritis. Somebody has pretty serious arthritis. Also uses this in a somewhat different form. But it is known as a malaria drug, and it's been around for a long time, and it's very powerful.
By the way, I just noticed CNN posted this literally 10 days ago today.
But
let's look at Mundane Matt's video. The 25th. He's addressing this on the 19th.
The nice part is it's been around for a long time. So we know that if things don't go as planned, it's not going to kill anybody. When you go with a brand new drug, you don't know that that's going to happen. You have to see, and you have to go long test. But this has been used in different forms, very powerful drug in different forms. And it's shown very encouraging, very, very encouraging early results. And we're going to be able to make that drug available almost immediately. and that's where the FDA has been so great. They've gone through the approval process. It's been approved, and they did it. They took it down from many, many months to immediate. So we're going to be able to make that drug available by prescription or states. I spoke with Governor Cuomo about it at great length last night, and he wants to be right on the. He wants to be first on the line, and so I think that's a tremendous. There's tremendous promise based on the results and other tests. There's tremendous promise, and normally the FDA would take a long time to approve something like that, and it was approved very, very quickly. And
all right,
watch how he did not say go drink fish tank cleaner.
Now, truth of the matter is, this wasn't something that was prescribed to them. This is something that they found in their cabinet. It actually was fish tank cleaner that was, also had the name chloroquine on there. And they thought that was what Trump was talking about because they had listened to the president. They had put their faith and their trust and their loyalty into the president. And they are so afraid of contracting this virus that does have a higher mortality rate for those who are elderly that they took it upon themselves to self-medicate.
They're idiots. Trump didn't say self-medicate. Nobody did. You are using the death of people from this horrible virus as a way to promote your ideology. It is clear. It is clear. It's almost unarguable. This is the most disgusting content that Mundane Matt has ever produced.
Guess what?
And it's clear
He made a sequel.
by look at it, he's unashamed.
And in the process, preemptively ended one of their lives and forever destroyed a family.
No. Let me tell you something. If I were to get up right now and put a fucking 44 Magnum shot in my fucking wife's head and kill everybody else, that would be destroying a family. Donald Trump would have nothing to do with my decision to do that. You are such a political hack that you were easily willing to make that stretch.
Now, that is their own action. That is their personal responsibility, and that is what they have to live with. That wife has to now live with that. Okay, and I'm not going to say anything other than that on that front. Like, that is exactly the facts.
Then why would you bring it up? You're obviously trying to push
That's
agenda.
a lot of money, I guess.
Look
for
at
a
the
person of
fucking
color.
title you have. Let's talk about Trump body count. And now you're like, hey, that's their decision. That's their whole thing. I get that. No, dude. The name of the video is Let's Talk About the Trump Body Count. That's your thing, not mine. I didn't make that up.
She has to live with it. But when you think about Trump, and when you think about the words he says as the president of the United States, as the leader of the free world, and it was meant to be a beacon of hope and trust and honesty and straightforwardness and directiveness and decisiveness. He said this, and people believed him.
Morons believed him. That's it. Bad people. Stupid idiots. How could somebody who is taken down by an SAW, by Zoe Quinn, under false pretenses, be so comfortable with the words he's about to say?
And a part of the fear that they have over this virus, which is an absolute thing to fear and to be prepared for, they took this act, and I think Trump is responsible. I do.
Of course you do. Because it fits your agenda. Because you're kind of stupid.
Politics. Someone died.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the politics.
Must be
behind
politics.
it.
Must be politics.
By the way, he made a sequel to this video.
Let's check it out. I bet
It's in your
funny.
DMs.
Let's go. Is my DMs?
Yeah, Discord DMs.
Okay. Accountability matters.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you guys doing
Monday
today?
night.
So a couple days ago, I did a video titled "Let's Talk About Trump's Body Count," which angered a lot of you, which is good because that's ultimately what I wanted.
No, he did. Monday Matt is way up his own ass and wants you to love everything he does. Trust me.
wanted people to get angry. I wanted people to leave. And you have. So thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. I know people have,
they've been leaving for 2 years.
Just look at that.
Act,
look at that views count.
Don't act like this was all a part of the plan. You're a far left wacko. You're not the person that you presented yourself as an even-handed liberal. You're not. You're a far left wacko. You're not an even-handed liberal. It's pretty simple.
out there don't quite get why I did it like that. They don't quite understand my plan, but trust me when I say it's all part of the plan.
My plan.
Because what
my
I
plan.
Is he the Joker from the Dark Knight?
Yeah, exactly. Why are we planning anything?
It's all part of the plan.
All part of the plan. You're too stupid to understand.
Chaos.
Talked about was so light in general criticism that so many people got so insanely upset over.
You talked up your title is the Trump body count. Now you're acting like, why do people get so upset?
It's just absolutely kept proving my point time and time and time again. So allow me to quickly kind of run through it one more time to give you the general idea, the gist of what I was talking about, and why it's important that our leaders actually pay attention to the things that they say. So in this situation, Trump tweeted out a ringing endorsement, because that's what it was. It was a ringing endorsement for an experimental cure, or a treatment. I want to be fair. It was for an experimental treatment that had...
Hey, that's not the way you portrayed it, Matt. You portrayed it as if he was making a cure.
Not been pushed through the FDA yet, but the FDA, according to Trump, was quote unquote moving mountains in order to get this to the forefront, to the front line, and make sure that it works. There is a doctor out of New York who is treating it to about 2,000 cases that he's treating, or 200 people in a town of 35,000, of which he's the doctor of, and he has been seeing some solid results, which is great. At no point am I faltering the treatment. If this helps keep people safe.
Yes, you were. Because Trump is promoting this thing. And you, in your last video, told everybody it was a bunch of bullshit.
And happy and healthy-ish during COVID-19, I'm on board with it. I just want to make that abundantly.
Why does it sound more of a defense video than a guy that won the argument?
So like video of him saying, "I'm sorry, I fucked up. I'm too stupid."
No, I see. Never gonna happen for mundane Matt.
Clear. My concern and my criticism and my complaints has everything to do with how Donald Trump put this information out there, and how I feel that it is in fact woefully irresponsible on his part to list it in the...
So I don't care if the information that Donald Trump put out there actually helped people. I only care about the people that it affected negatively, which would have been, I don't know, the stupidest people on the planet.
Way that he did, and to not take active measures and active steps to not do it again. So,
well, here's the thing, Donald Trump kind of won. Matt. You're the one in your last video telling everybody that there was a body count. Think I'm crazy? Let's talk about the Trump body count. Now, 2 days later, let's talk about accountability. Really triggered some people. Well, the reason you triggered some people is you were trying to blame the entire COVID-19 virus on Donald Trump. It's not that they couldn't take it. It's the fact that your take was so ridiculous. It was beyond ridiculous. It was just stupid. Stupid. That's all.
So again, let me explain, because a lot of you out there, I don't think actually listened to the last video, and that's okay. I get it. It was a bit of a hyperbolic title, and you.
North City.
Why would it's North City exactly? Why would you make a hyperbolic title about such a serious subject during these times? March 25th, 2020.
I think Trump is responsible. Now, I'm not saying like lock him up or nothing like that. We're talking on a moral issue here, not a legal issue. All right, because there is still the personal responsibility of the person who ingested this and died as a result. I want to make that abundantly clear. But I think morally speaking, this is definitely a Trump body count situation. Because
all right. Here, you heard what he said. The guy that drank the fucking what do you call it?
Fish.
Basically the fish tank cleaner. Ultimately, it's up to him, but it's ultimately up to Trump at the same time. Now he's complaining about what kind of shit he's getting 2 days later.
It's all hyperbolic, Tommy.
It's all hyperbole.
You guys came in hot and I was hot. It's fine. When Trump tweets out the ingredients of this, the drugs used in this treatment, this experimental treatment, and gives people the names of it, that is a ringing endorsement. It is. It's absolutely a ringing endorsement. And as a result of that, outside of the 68-year-old Arizona gentleman who died from consuming fish tank cleaner, thinking that it was one part of this two-part concoction, we have actually had medical professionals, pharmacists, that have come out and said that there are people out there who have lupus who actually need these drugs, who are...
Well, here's the good news. Looks like everybody's using that concoction now.
Unable to get them because they're on back order, because now all of a sudden there's kind of like the magic hour cocktail and those particular drugs are being bought up. Other pharmacists have come out and saying that dentists who have been trying to prescribe this stuff.
Hey, do you have a toothache, Vault?
Yeah, I do. A little bit.
Fuck your toothache. People are dying. Nobody cares about your toothache.
I blame Trump for that.
So what country do you live in?
The Middle East. But I still blame Trump.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely 100% correct.
My name Matt, everybody.
Matt should be ashamed of himself.
It's so over for you, dude. Just stick to doing what you do.
What does he do anymore?
Uber.
How do you stick to something when you do it to begin with? Disgusting. Utterly repulsive.
So, Jeff, baseball.
Baseball.
Baseball. Baseball.
What are you doing with yourself the next couple of days?
What am I doing? I'm working from home. I'm working from home and playing a lot of Call of Duty.
Venom, you're on the air.
I am? Oh. What's going on, Tommy?
You tell me.
I wanted to talk about the iDubbbz thing.
Go ahead.
If you're okay with that.
Okay.
I thought iDubbbz's response was really poor.
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Why?
I thought it was poor because it just wasn't. I just didn't think it was a sound argument, and I disagree.
As of what? Like, what was the problem?
The problem was the whole selling his girlfriend selling his nudes.
Mm-hmm.
I personally wouldn't be okay with that. I
Okay.
don't know why he is, but he is.
What does that have to do with him fucking up?
I don't really think he fucked up other than that.
Do you
Let
think
me
his
ask you
career's
something.
over?
No, fair enough. Fair enough. All right.
But people are right to be upset with them. because
Why? Why are they
I think
right to
most
be?
normal-
Why are
I
they
think
right
most
to be
normal
upset with them?
people, I think most normal people don't see sex work as like an obvious form of income. People think you need to have like a normal job, you know.
Oh no, you're right. No.
Those same people said the same thing about YouTube.
No. Yeah, they do. No, you're right about that as well.
But how I feel about it is this: it is a amount. It's still income, but it's still a job, and you may not be comfortable dating someone.
Shut up, Venom.
Who does that job?
Shut up. All right, here's the deal. I know where he was going with this. Here's the thing. You can make a living looking like her if you're connected to the right people. And clearly she is. What moral what is she doing wrong that I don't know about? You know?
Morally, I don't think she's doing anything wrong.
Me either. I can't get mad at him. I can't get mad at her. I understand the hypocrisy as far as Ian's past statements. But call me crazy. I don't care. I give a fuck.
It's fair if you're not a fan of him.
I am. And that's a big part of the reason I don't care. You know? And you said it yourself. This is fucked up, but when I look for something fucked up, he doesn't exactly fit the bill, does he? Am I wrong?
No, I don't think you're wrong at all.
Well,
I think people have the right idea taking the piss out of him, but the fact that he's getting upset just shows like a level of insecurity.
Well, we agree there for sure.
I mean, how would you feel if your girlfriend is being made fun of for selling her nudes online?
Well, as him, I wouldn't say anything. Something tells me that the bitch told him to fucking speak out about it. That's what I think.
I think you're right about that.
He looks so irritated in that video, you know. And the whole video is, look what a libertarian I am. Even though there is zero evidence of him being a libertarian prior to that. And by the way, I don't care. If he had to do what he had to do to get famous, I'm okay with that. Same thing with her. I'm not going to judge her. But what I'm not going to do is be called an idiot by somebody that's not playing in the same game. You get what I'm saying? You hear me?
Yep.
That's it. That's all we got.
Yeah, I can understand that.
All right. Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
All right, bye.
Hail Satan.
Clyde. He fucking shit. Free
throat hugs. You're on the air. Free throat hugs. You're about to be off the air. All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, good. I'm pretty drunk, so okay.
Yeah, I think it's time to
call it a night.
Yeah, it's about what, 2 a.m. over there?
It is for me.
Actually, at 12:30 my time.
Yeah, it's time for bed.
Yeah.
Bed.
Time for bed.
A little card maybe, but then just off the bed.
No, I think it's straight to bed.
You can play card with me, both of you.
Sure.
Well, will 12 bucks make you play better?
Yeah.
All right, I'm in.
Shut the fuck up, comrade. You didn't say shit all night.
Because you motherfuckers were ranting about politics, so I left.
You fucking
fag.
I'm not gonna go there.
Yeah, comrade's too black for that.
Okay, tell me, last caller. We have Swistica in there. I've seen that person in there.
What do you want, faggot?
All day.
Hey, did you see that? His Idub's girlfriend. She was talking shit about OnlyFans girls.
Send me.
I regret asking him to. Okay.
Send it to me. Send it to me.
I don't have it, but
That's okay. You can send it to us tomorrow. How about that?
Yeah, I regret this.
Hey, let's play some Call of Duty. What do you think?
Sure. But not on stream.
Is it really unfair? Is it that unfair when I've been so clear? Is it really? All right, this is how
Exactly,
serious I am.
Tommy.
This is how serious I am. See the arcades behind me? Fuck them. They're off.
Just Thanos snapped them.
There's a light above me.
Tommy, I have a question for you.
Shut up.
What do you
Shut up. Shut up. Off. Watch this.
And he just leaves. Yo, what is this stream?
I don't know, man. Oh, he's back.
Fuck off. Where's my... Oh, there it is. I sub more beer. Is the stream still on? Yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah, let's see what we should probably.
Oh my god.
Let's send it. Let's send it.
We should probably turn it off. Oh.
Goodbye. Fuck you. Say fuck
Goodbye.
you, Jeff.
Jeff.
What? See ya.